going on?
No, I just found my gong.
What was all that, dude?
Because I am a sound effect.
Holy hell! I think I have my speakers. I had my headphones on. I just like got rocked. How's everybody doing?
Sorry about that.
Good evening. Good evening. How are y'all? How's my mic sounding?
Doing pretty good.
Good servants. What's up? Hey, Chessie, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. How's it going?
You sound just like serpents. Who's who?
We're twin brothers, actually. Yeah.
Dude, I was right. I was like, you guys sound identical.
I'm the evil. I'm the evil one, though. Most days.
That's awesome, man.
I'm trying to get my dogs calm down real quick. Try to drop the link in the chat. We got East End Dave, man. I'm surprised it's like 3 a.m. UK time right now, I think.
Yeah, something like that. 6 hours ahead. Might be 0400. 5 hours, 6 hours. I don't know. I don't remember. I think Germany's 6 hours. London might be 5 hours.
Oh, so how are you guys doing? How's your week going?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. I picked up some overtime this morning. I'm going to pick up some more tomorrow morning. Then I go back to normal shift on Friday.
Nice.
I won some stuff on the eBay, so I got to go make some more money to pay for it.
Yes, sir. That's the way it works.
Here's a cool copper bar I got for
yeah, it's nice.
Pretty much melt. I think I got it for like $9 or $10. It's 27 ounces. The only thing is it doesn't say have a purity on here or any kind of stance. So I'm just kind of taking it at the guy's word that it's, 99 point whatever. But whatever, for $9-10, I'm not going to be that picky.
Yeah.
I paid the same. I paid $10 for this one, but I had to have it. It's a dude robbing, old school robbing the bank. And then on the back, like a 70s getaway car, town car at the 70s, cop car chasing them. I said, okay, I'll pay the $10 for that for 1 ounce.
Yeah, I think I've seen those from one of the guys I pre-ordered from, and Pat Tommy got room on the stage. I don't know if you got the link in there.
Is that a little tinter, or is that platinum or silver?
This right here is a 1 gram, nice fine silver that came from Littlefoot. Sent me some swag.
That's a gram. That's a big gram.
It's a little
Oh, is that a Florida Gator?
For where at? What are you talking about? The one in my hand, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a grammer.
Nice.
And then I do have this came in. Let me find it. This is kind of neat. It's a Phoenix on here. Now this is platinum. It's a 2022 Australian quarter-ounce platinum. I got it for about $5.75 off eBay. It was like last Wednesday, right before prices dipped again.
And you got a quarter ounce for less than $6?
Less than $600.
Less than it's platinum.
Yeah, platinum.
Nice looking coin. That's a good looking coin, though.
Yeah, it was neat. Yeah. And, I basically arbitraged. I ended up dumping a 10-ounce, a generic 10-ounce bar of silver to backfill the bank account so the wife wouldn't kill me. And I'd much rather have that coin than just some random 10-ounce bar that I paid probably $270 for, years ago.
I just sent an offer to somebody for something that the wife's going to kill me, boys. The wife's going to kill me, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
Let's just say this: there's only 650 of a higher grade of what I just tried to offer in the world.
Okay. What can you give us more hints? Or?
Not if I don't get it, yes, I will tell you all about it. But if I get it,
I got you. Yep.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, he just sent the offer, so I'm going to go ahead and accept. And
There you
What's going on, Catcom?
How you doing, guys?
Even, Cat.
So I sold a bunch of my slabs. The Kusha brothers opened it up today but they already sent me my money, so I bought 2 ounces of gold.
So I gotta ask Catcom. I saw that 89. I think it was a San Francisco.
Yes.
19 MS63. Was that one that you sold them?
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah. I thought of you as soon as I saw that. I don't know if you saw my email, but I was
I
watching
did.
the
Yeah,
video.
I got your email.
I saw that 89.
I didn't think you wanted to pay that much for it.
Well, if I guess it depends on what else I have going on at that time. As far as paying up for a higher grade Morgan, and being fair, for both of us, absolutely. I'd be willing to pay like around 100 to 120. I'm not sure what kind of grade that price range would fetch for an 89 Morgan. But now, I've got the P, the O, and I need an S now. I don't think I'll go for a CC. That one's too much.
Yeah, I don't think you want the Carson City.
Yeah, I do, but my wallet says
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah.
That's like
I had a trade gold for mine.
nice.
Hey, Catcom,
Just cheat and get this
Yes,
Carson
sir.
City.
I just got a key date as your
Those are the
recommendation.
new ones. They don't count.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah, Serpents, your snake with that blue and purple is sexy, man. I saw that video.
Yeah, I like that. I see
Good
that.
looking pour, man.
Yeah, FG Stacker did an amazing job with it, and I was hoping for blues and purples, and he was thinking about maybe making it a little bit darker and brushing back some of the scales and the coins, maybe. But then it came out like this, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it because it
Looks
came out
good.
like, amazing." And I was like, "That's great!" Like,
I think it looks really
Yeah,
good,
that's
man.
beautiful.
Yeah, a 89S is probably going to be a $600 coin.
No, I just bought the 1921S Walker.
Oh, did you? Well,
The 21
what
Walkers.
kind of grade?
25.
No, that's not bad.
Not bad.
No, it's
Not bad.
Well, it ain't a 63.
Well, it's 63. That's like what? 150K? What is that? Hold on. Let me find out what a 63 is. No, that might be like
you don't
5
wanna know.
or 8K, huh?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
I mean, I kind of do. Hold on. I'm going to look.
Okay.
the very first Morgan I ever bought, it was sold as a gradable, quote unquote, Morgan. So I assumed that it had never been cleaned, and I haven't taken it out of the flip since I got it. I kind of wonder if this one would actually fetch a straight grade or not.
You got to look at it real close.
Some luster.
And ask Dragoon, you got like 50 grand for it?
I mean, I can, but I don't. Well, it's got to be worth it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what a 63 costs.
Oh, okay. 50 grand. Yeah, I'm not there yet for my collection. Hey, but I'll be honest with you, Catcom. There is a point in the future where after I've kind of got the full set, upgrading wise, I'm gonna do exactly what you said. I'm gonna go hard into the super rare, high end key dates because, like you said, those just go up over every decade. Just goes up.
But start out pulling the keys, because even if you get a 21D and just in VF, that'll be a hell of a down payment on a higher grade.
Yeah, but you realize telling people to go with the deep keys is like telling people to submerge themselves in 1,000 foot of deep sea waters. You know what I mean? Before they've ever learned how to swim. It's like it's hard to just jump in that deep, you know?
Well, you know what? You can take that whole Walking Liberty collection, buy 21D, 21 21 Plane, and you don't need any of the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, I got a 21D on the screen, don't I?
You might. Yeah. What is it? VG maybe?
Yeah. It'll be it's a VG. Yep.
Yeah,
right here with a gold PSG label.
Oh, that doesn't mean nothing. A CAC might help it, but that PCGS doesn't help it. That just means it's photo grade. I've been doing this a long time, man. I learned a long time ago. You buy the keys first, and then you can fill the rest of that in.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to hijack your show here, Serpent. So go about your business, man. Tell me to shut up. It's okay.
Oh no, it's helping out. I'm kind of going back and forth between the chat, saying hi to everybody and listening
All
to what
right.
the two of you are going on about. So yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah, I've been
I
just
didn't-
getting deep in these numismatics, man. Just trying to like keep the stacking interesting. Kind of like you're doing with pores. You have to inject some juice into your veins every now and then to really appreciate stacking.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think this might be. I don't know. It's just like I'm gonna go all crazy on poured silver, but I kind of probably am gonna continue it a little bit.
Yeah, those teeth came out sweet too, man. Them teeth, especially that one.
I think
one,
Hubble
which
is
is, I
looking
think-
for some teeth.
The dark
Yeah, that
one or
one
the
right
light
there.
one? Yeah,
How many teeth do a shark have?
I
Depends on
don't
the
know.
species.
I want to
Depends on
say
the
about.
species. I think a Meg has like 276, give or take, from what I can remember.
What I'm
And they
thinking,
got 2
Serpents.
rolls of teeth yet.
Yeah, they
I'm
have rows.
thinking-
It's like a, yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Serpents. You don't stop until you have enough to fill an entire
Full jaw,
megalodon. Or,
yep.
yeah, well, I mean, don't be a little bitch. Like have some fun with it.
Yeah. I almost bought. I think it was like an 8-gram shark tooth I had seen on PMs for sale, but it
Nice.
wanted just a little bit too much. It was like $40 for an 8-gram, and it was pretty cool. But I ended up passing on that one. But I think Kalilo, he got some little mini
Muskets.
shark teeth for a giveaway.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of curious whenever he, when and how he's going to do that.
Yeah, I was banned from the stacker Kumite or whatever. What's his name? Was like Punisher was like, nah, man, you can't do it, but you can donate. I was like, you asshole. All right, so I put up like 2.5 ounces of silver for that thing.
Wow.
What are the rules for that, Tay?
I have no idea.
I think you have to have
Can I throw sand in my opponent's face?
like under 5,000 subscribers or something, and he's kind of trying to keep it with the small channels and then be nominated. I don't know exactly. I was just following along for a while and felt like what was it, Payne or Kalila was saying? It seemed like it was half full, and then all of a sudden, poof! All of the 30 names were selected and ready to go on the board.
Yeah, he probably just threw some people out there to get it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't see mustard and biscuits up there.
I voted for Mustard
Hey,
and
Kat.
Biscuits, so he's sure as hell up there.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat, I won a lot of these a week or two ago. A lot of the Canadian fish scales.
Nice.
They're so much fun buying, but they're only like 1.2, 1.25 grams each. So I got them each for like $3, and I'm like, oh, I was a little high, but they're so cool.
Yeah.
King Edward, I guess the 6th or 7th on there. I don't know. That's when I need Selfor to help educate me on the kings after Queen Victoria and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not too sure of the run. I just recently learned that I think 1947, I think was the last year of silver in the crowns, shillings, and pence coins.
That's the challenge I have. Is there's just so many coins in the world. Like you kind. I like that's why I chose what I chose with the walkers. Like I just want to learn one at like a really outstanding high level. And then once I feel very, very good with that, I will like branch out to other things,
Yeah. I haven't dipped my toes into, I'm still at the point of, okay, this is 90%. This is like the Mexican peso. Some of these are 72%, and then I just recently got the 90% 30-gram Guatemala. I was really happy to get this one. So I'm still really learning all of that as far as, the numismatic coins, what years or what. And then I guess there's the Britannia silver even for certain years.
Yeah.
But there was it not 925, but it's some other weird alloy percentage, like 95.6 or something.
Buy
Yeah,
a red
9.5
book.
something. Here's a whale vert.
Wow.
and one of my better megs.
Whoa, what is that? What is that, Chessie? A vertebrae from a whale?
Yeah, whale vert, and from Miocene period, and then one of my better megs, probably about
Whoa.
3.5 inches.
Serpents,
Wow.
you need a meg tooth in silver, dude. What are you doing? What are we waiting for, man? Save
I wonder
up
how
a
many
couple
ounces
months.
that would be. That would be really
That'd be
cool.
about 10. That looks like a tenner to me.
Damn.
Imagine that chomping into you.
Well, you wouldn't have to imagine very long. You'd be dead and pretty
Yeah, you just
you know?
keep chomping, big fella. Keep
Yeah.
chomping.
Yeah, just get it done. Get it done, son.
Yeah.
Don't half-ass this, please.
Yeah.
You'd have
I
a
have-
split personality really quick.
I'm with you, Catcom. I got you.
I had this one in my shirt pocket with me today, and I kept kind of like holding it by that gum line. I was kept thinking, it's like, man, can you just imagine, like, ouch,
It's pretty.
you know, and then like getting bit by a shark and just ouch, you know.
Well, I mean, I've been stabbed by so many like knives that, like, yeah, I feel about like that little small knife.
I've been
Yeah.
stabbed once by my own fault, and I only went in maybe about 3/4 or 7/8 of an inch deep before I caught myself and didn't let it go any deeper.
That's
Well, it's
the whole thing.
the
How
dull
deep does
knives.
it go?
Yeah, and the dull knives is what hurts. The sharp ones sometimes you don't even notice till it finally starts bleeding. You're like, oh shit, I got a gusher.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so what's new? What's new? Chessie, I've never met you before. I apologize if you've been on the stream and I haven't watched, but what's your story? Did you get started stacking before Serpents and then you brought him into this, or what's the story with y'all?
No, Serpents and I just met. I don't know if it was through Thousand Deer or I just stumbled upon his channel. But I started with coins. You know, my grandfather got me into coins. Late 80s, early 90s.
Wow, that's early.
Didn't do much with it. I would work the Baltimore Coin Show as a teenager. I actually would ride the light rail up there until I was old enough to drive. Sometimes, you know, then I'd start driving up there, setting up the show. It's a 1,000-table show. And then I'd just be running around wheeling and dealing, flipping stuff, you know, cherry picking.
Wow.
I got into silver bullion after the 2010-2011 crash when it was coming down. And I started realizing, I can just buy 10-ounce bars and, you know, kind of preserve wealth that way. So that's when I started getting into the bullion. But I mean, I started with coins, and you know how it is. You flip back and forth. And I mean, lately I've just been buying. I can't bring myself to buy too much $70, $80 an ounce bullion. But I'll buy some of the 90% and the Canadian pre-1920 sterling silver coins. So, you know, or whatever deal presents itself. Like I picked up this, well, Catcom can probably, what is it called? A repunched or whatever. It's the Thaler, the 18
Restrike.
or the 1780, but yeah, restrike, exactly. It has the X
Yeah.
after the date. So that's not, so what is that? Like mid 1800s or late 1800s that they reached? I can't remember winnings, but I got it for close enough. I paid $50 for it, and I think it melts for close to what a Morgan dollar melts for. So probably should have stuck to my gun and, you know, kept it at $40. But we went back and forth. I gave the guys $50, and I asked.
But sometimes getting something cool is worth it, you know? Like,
yeah, exactly. It's kind of
something
neat. I don't
unique.
have too many of them.
I mean, I just bought
also
something
won
that I never would have thought of, but hey, it's something.
What'd you get?
It's a 1921 S in VF 25,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
it's a walking Liberty $50. So it's just there's just not enough very high grades of this. Now you can go much higher and get into the hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I'm not there yet. So
yeah, I have one of each. I have the D's and the P's,
Yep.
but they're all lower grade.
yeah,
I was scooping them up for like, they were melting for like $8 to $10. I was paying 15 to 18, so I still did
Nice.
well getting the key dates, even though they're like damaged or scratched, and not, you know, better than, you know, like you might get a full G4, G6 grade, but for 15, $18, like I said, man, these will be worth
Yeah.
it one day.
G6 could sell you for $200-300 right now.
Yeah, the 21 and 21D.
Mhm.
Those are $400 to $600 in a VG grade.
Oh wow.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a
I'm not gonna
VG08
get a
that I just
straight
paid $420 for.
Oh wow. I'll have to go back and look and try to find some better ones. Then they're down that squirreled away somewhere. Oh, I found the other day.
38D you can still pick up pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another one. Catcom. I started hitting them hard because I could get them for like just a few dollars over some random date, and I was like, 38D is much lower mintage. I was yeah, I was hammering them. I mean, by hammering them, I got like 6 or 8 of them, but
That's a lot. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, well under melt because I was getting them all before the run up last year.
Nice.
I found some Morgans when I was going through my LCS. He was letting me go through all his Morgans. Man, I found the 83S, the 1901S, the 1901 Philly. And then I was just reselling those to guys at my coin club. I'm like, shit, I'm going to double my money in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude.
Then he
I
stopped
was just
letting me
going
go
through
through
one of my junk bags the other day. I have a bag of like proof clad, Washington quarters from the 70s and 80s, some other junk, just random oddball stuff, foreign coins. And then there was a 1,000 grain sterling silver bar from like the Franklin Mint. And I was like, oh, one of these little guys. I was like, well, you're definitely not junk. You're worth about $150. I better put you somewhere, with the better stuff, throw it in my safe. But that's one of the, joys of this hobby. You stumble across stuff you forgot you had.
Yeah, 1,000 grain, that's just over 2 ounces.
Yeah, it's 1,000 grains of, it works out to damn near 2 ounces pure if you do the math. And, it's.
Yeah, people get grains and grams confused.
Yeah.
I know grains because of bullet weights and gunpowder. That's
bullets or grains for me as well.
Yeah. And then with your reloading recipes, you're dealing with tenths of grains and thousands of inches. So,
Serpents, I got beef, man, with the community. You're over there. You've got like 30 something poker chips and stickers and all that stuff. I've got like 8. Am I just an asshole? Like, does nobody like me? What's going on? What's going on with the poker chips? I got poker chips and stickers ready to send out to everybody. What's going on?
Oh shit! I didn't know you had poker chips, or if I did, I might have forgot. I don't know. It took me a long time to get the ones I did. I think FG, I got his with some of my silver purchases. Jeff Rubin was kind enough to send me some. Blue Collar, I bought some of his stuff off of Whatnot. But Crawdaddy, Rural, Culture of Currency, I had to buy his. Kalilo sent me his. And then the majority of these I got in that UK swag swap.
Okay.
Except Paying Littlefoot, but Bottle Top and Crawdaddy Rural sent me theirs and 7 stacks too. But I had to reach out to them individually. And are you doing the 100 pieces of gold challenge?
Hell yeah, dude! Are you kidding me? All right, hey, tell me you don't watch my channel without telling me you don't watch my channel. I have like 8 videos about that. I'm up to like 44 pieces of gold, man.
Oh, I know, and you've been stacking all those Dos Pesos in the Discord too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, okay, so I will definitely have to mail you out a fish sticker. He signed them all in the back, and then me and him collab for the 100 pieces of gold challenge. So
yeah, I feel like I've just like spurned everybody or something over here, like
Not
the redheaded stepchild of the community.
I mean, not
don't even
as
have a
bad as
channel,
another content creator that I can think of might have stirred the community. I don't want to call out names, but if you know, but I still support him and watch his videos. I've kind of been slacking too, because like I sent all of my poker chips to the UK, and then I finally got another batch of my own final chips, so that way I can mail them all out together. So I've got the Brits and Sobs and Silver Serpents collab chip he did, and then he sent off extra of his own chip with the Stacker Social.
Oh, I know. I watched your channel. I see these things in your videos.
Yeah, and so I'll send you out a package of all 4. I'll send me your address or email on a Discord or something.
Sure.
And I'll get them out to you.
Anybody see West Texas video
West
this
Texas Stacker?
afternoon about the post office?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet, but I recently had silver coins legitimately stolen out of a package. Like, you want to hear the story?
Oh, geez.
I got time.
I got time. I ain't going anywhere yet. So I sent off 2 packages, one to Mustard and Biscuits and one to another channel member, Stacker. So in both of them, I sent out, I think one I sent out like 2 dimes and one I sent out 2 quarters. And one of them, the USPS cut open the bottom of the package. I had them packaged in like seal tight plastic bags and everything, like really well sealed up. Like you couldn't get to them easily. They opened up the bottom of the package, opened up the plastic baggie that everything was in, pulled out the 2 coins, taped it all back together, and then continued the postal. Like, so somebody literally committed like 2 or 3 felonies in the process of stealing these items. And it was straight up from the USPS. Like, and both of them were sent USPS to different locations. So whatever, you tell me. But well, yeah,
All
they
right,
just straight up stole my money out of it, or like stole the coins out of it.
I sent
Damn.
over $10,000 in coins to Texas,
Ooh,
and they told me who I was, Akusha's, and he says, box it up and then box it up again. He says,
Wow.
number 2, send it next day air. And I'm like, really? That was like $85. He says, don't bother insuring it.
yeah,
He
because they'll
says-
know. No, that's
He
100.
goes-
He's 100% right, man. Sorry, go ahead.
So he says, he goes, you do that, and if you send it next day air, they got to account for every stop that box makes because it's got to be there the next day. And he says, just put AC and my PO box on it. And he got it. Actually, he opened it up today on his show. And
Dang, man.
so I was pissed about the $85, but I was more pissed if it didn't make it there. But West Texas, they said they busted the one lady from the Postal Service. I guess they've been watching her. So they busted her outside the post office. She already had shit in her car. When they went to her house, they found like, I don't know, 10, 20 grand plus a bunch of other coins. She's been doing this for like 2-3 years.
Dang, man.
So she's going to do 20 years.
Good.
No longer an employee, obviously. And she's
Get
got to
outta here.
pay back the post office $100,000, I guess, for what they've had to pay out.
Good.
But that's how people told me to do it. Is if you send it next day air, granted it costs more, but it never sits anywhere. It's going to be a direct route to wherever it's going. Because if they don't get it there by the next day, then you got to claim against the post office. And for what you're paying, they don't want to do that. So that's how I went by what they told me. And he said, put it in 2 boxes. You box it up and then put it in another box. That way, if they cut it open, they're like, oh, shit, there's another box in here. Well, they ain't got that much time, apparently, to play with it.
This always happens, though, when the economy is bad and people are desperate and broke. They just start stealing everything. Like, I know it happened like 3 or 4 years ago as well. And the USPS and okay, I'll be honest, FedEx and UPS are even worse than USPS. This is the first real big incident I've had with USPS ever. Was stealing, some money worth of stuff. But apparently the same thing when you insure like UPS and FedEx, like, man, there was like when I used to do trading in the trading card community and high-end deals, there was stories all the time of just packages being robbed and stolen and stuff. It's just crazy.
I don't understand how FedEx, and I caught him the one day, and I called FedEx. I says, the guy gets out of his truck. Now, I was expecting gold. So I see FedEx pull up front, and I watched him. He did not leave the truck with a box. He left the truck with a piece of paper telling me I got to pick it up at the FedEx office. And when I opened the door, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, just a minute. Let me go get your package. So they weren't even going to knock or nothing, They were just going to drop it off or make me go get it from the FedEx building.
Mm-hmm.
But like I says, I found a way to get stuff there, and I'm happy because it made it there, and that was even better. He sent me a check next day service, so I was happy as shit. It all
Yeah, I'm
worked
glad
out
it got
good
there,
for
man.
me.
Nice.
So when I sent them the next load, because I'm unloading a lot of my stuff for the simple reason nobody in the family wants to deal with it. So I'm going to deal with it, and I'll just buy gold and silver. It'll be easier to move when the day comes, and nobody knows the value. I sure as hell do, and Akusha, I sent it to 3 different dealers, and Akusha had the best price by a lot, actually.
That's good. I was trying to say real quick. I think it was last year, an employee of FedEx was arrested for stealing firearms that were in transit between dealers.
Huh.
Like I don't know if they were coming out of a Cabela's or going into, or like some smaller FFLs, but there was somebody that they were tracking down and reporting that the firearms were being stolen mid delivery.
It's amazing the hubris of some of these thieves.
Yeah.
Well, there's enough money in it, and I think firearms cannot be delivered to a home address. They have to drop it off at a store somewhere.
Yeah,
If I
it
remember the law right.
had to be delivered to a licensed dealer.
Yeah.
And but it was them being shipped between dealers where the firearms were being taken.
Well, see, that's the problem, is when they pick it up from there, and if they actually have you see the label where it's going. You know what I mean? Oh, it's going to, wow, gee, and it's a long box. Well, I bet there's rifles in here or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was one thing I'm really glad one of the coin shops I deal with, Arizona Silver Exchange, anything they ship out is labeled Arizona Auto Parts Exchange or something like that. They always put something else on there. And the very first one I received that had like almost $1,000 in silver and gold, it was in an auto parts box for like head bolts or something. And I was like, I really appreciate the discreet packaging.
Ball bearings and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a thing in the mail saying some eyeglass company shipping me. It's coming from Ocean Surfer or Surfer Ocean, whatever he goes under.
Silver Surfer.
Silver Ocean.
Yeah, Silver Oceans. There we go.
Oh yeah. Oh, you did the auction I invited you to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good guy. Good guy.
Because I'm sitting there going, who am I? I didn't order no glasses. And then when I seen where it was coming from, I'm like, okay, now I know. But yeah, you got to mislabel it. I mean, got to be smarter than the crooks, I guess.
I mean, there's insurance you can take out. It is what it is, but it's just unfortunate that people are willing to commit felonies just to make a couple bucks,
They don't think about that, though. You know what? They don't think about that. All they see is quick buck. And God forbid they got a habit or something, then,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't judge people. We never know their situation, but still, it just sucks.
Oh, I mean, you can judge them. I'm just saying the reasons are simple.
We're here to judge, dang it. Address real quick and part of the sender's address, but I got a box in today. I've opened already, but the sender just sends it with the abbreviation of the company name, SLE. I said it, and it's Silver Linings Enterprises. What's up, Stack That Gold?
Oh yeah, I've bought from so many online dealers. You have no idea. So like they all send the coolest packages. Like it's like literally one's like sample auto parts and like ball bearings and it's like they're like things that weigh heavy that nobody wants. But you would think that, like it would just take one studious USPS clerk to know that like, oh, anything that comes from this address that's labeled ball bearings is precious metals. I should just steal it. Like it wouldn't take a genius to figure this out.
That's why I got to switch over to VCR boxes. Do that for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea.
Some things I have sent to my work address, and the community manager knows, and they're okay with me going to check the mail. And being it's a business address, I feel it's less likely to be tampered with. And
that's why I use my business PO box as well.
Sorry,
it's a media company. So if any of you guys have gotten money from me, you've got one of my LLCs as my address, and it's a media company, which doesn't indicate anything.
Yeah. Check this out. It came in Galaxite.
Oh, what's that? Is it out of
Something
this world?
really, really
I don't know. It
expensive.
looks expensive. I was going to buy a gold Libertar, but man, the premiums on them things are high.
I seen 2 of them for sale on PMs for sale on Reddit for like 2,500 for proof and reverse proof gold Libertads. And tried to offer, hey, I'll trade you 5 of my 1/10 for your half ounce, and they both said no.
I saw a 2-ounce silver 2025 Libertades go for
Oh,
$3
man, what a
grand the other
coin.
day. $3 grand for 2 ounces of silver.
Damn.
That's
I was
is a-
looking for gold, actually.
I really
think-
like that coin, Serpents.
Thanks. I think
Yeah,
I
it's a
could have
neat
bought
one.
a 1 ounce for like 1,200 when they first came out, but there was like a limited availability of like 20. It was like, and you had to pay up front.
Is that
$1,200.
gold plated? Is that gold plated?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
what a beautiful coin, man.
So this one has 24K gold, ruthenium, and diamond dust.
Nice.
Wow.
What year is it? Is it the 2024 or 25 that's worth had a little short minute?
25.
The
25 has under like 400 coins. It's ridiculous.
It's a 300 total in the 1 ounce between all finishes. The BU, proof, reverse proof, and antiqued, I think.
That might explain why the guy wanted $800 for it.
I'll be honest with you. I think 800 is a good deal.
Really?
Because
His
in the
was
next 10
certified.
years, when people go back and they're trying to make sets and stuff, and they're like, holy shoot, there's only 300 of these in the world. Like, that doesn't take very many collectors to drive up demand beyond the supply.
Oh yeah, I mean for 800 you can probably flip that for $1,000 over right now. $1,800 for.
I was going to ask
I mean-
everybody what's their favorite coin, but Serpents, yours graded, colored Libertads is obviously yours. Chessie, what's your favorite coin?
Oh. I don't
Okay,
know. You
gotcha.
might have to circle back around to me.
All right, Catcom, what's your favorite coin?
Morgan.
Morgan's? Nice. Okay. If I didn't go Walker's, I was going to go Morgan's as my focal point.
You wouldn't have had enough
Morgans
money.
are nice. I like bust.
You don't know me that well.
You haven't priced them in a while either.
No, I haven't. You're fair point. What is that one made out of, Serpents?
This is the diamond ring and sapphire edition.
Sapphires.
So-
Okay.
So it's got metal colors, ruthenium, and diamond dust. So the angel is blacked out with ruthenium. You got the metal colors for the sapphire, and then a ring of diamond dust on the 2
Beauty.
sides.
Flying Eagle
So if you're
Sense.
taking
Nice.
it, you're taking it to the next level. The better than others stuff to the next level, man. Dal's never watched.
BTO,
Dal's never
BTO's
watched
everywhere.
this. He'll be drooling.
Dalsner
Yeah.
messaged me on a couple of my videos, like just the evening. So yeah, I got to follow up with him.
Good.
See what he's
good,
up to.
yeah.
By the way,
I
if
see that.
anybody
No, I'm
cares,
looking
my
at-
channel
I'm
just hit
looking at
12,000 subs, which is a
12,000,
new
congrats.
it's a new milestone. I started silver and gold precious metals content at 8,700. So we've gained like 3,300 just in the last 6 months. So pretty excited. Anyway, that's all I got for that. Let's move on to something else. There's my one excitement celebration, and we're done.
See, I look at that Libertad like that. The problem is you can't sell it unless you can find somebody else that likes the same thing.
Yeah, he has to private market it, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be like unsellable. You know what I mean?
Right, but it's harder to sell. It's like having a $50,000 coin. You're limited to what
Yeah,
your audience is going to be. You know,
your market definitely shrinks when you get more niche, but it doesn't mean it's going to lose value or anything, though.
no.
I feel like I'm echoing. Can y'all hear me like twice? I hear myself twice.
I hear
A little
you.
bit of it. Somebody else just joined. That might be why.
OC Omega just joined.
Yeah,
I think-
I joined.
Hey, what's up,
Oh,
Mega?
not him again.
Good. I want to show you the few things we got in my birthday gift from Guido.
Oh.
You got a 100 pesos?
Yeah,
Wow.
100 pesos.
Happy
And-
birthday.
Happy birthday, man. Yeah.
Here the poster chart that Guido sent me.
Oh, there you go. See another
Very cool.
love guy. Another love guy getting poker chips.
We'll show you my used
I
setup.
told
Show
Leo,
you my used setup over here.
I told Khalil if he didn't send me gold, I was gonna unsub him.
You got
So
this for free.
I guess he sent your gold back.
Go. Oh, yeah, remind me. Quill send me the Utah go back.
Oh,
See?
cool.
They use a
Nice.
kit. Oh, I love this. The pub. The pub we call it?
Oh yeah, Pog.
What?
Yeah. So then, Southeast Stack was saying his favorite is the kookaburras or anything seated.
I
Oh,
like
cool.
seated and bus.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
your favorite coin
You're
question
saying
in
they're
the chat.
saying one favorite coin. My favorite coin is Libertad.
The Libertad.
The Libertad's your favorite, OC?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nice coins.
I just got this
Green
one here.
is so high.
Probably have to line them up, but
Hold on. Let's see this work here.
there we
No,
go.
not that one. Here we go.
So it's the Libertad. It's 2 ounces of copper
Wow.
and an infinity capsule. So it's got the
That's cool,
both
Serpents.
and then
OC Omega's giving me tinnitus.
yeah.
That's awesome, Serpents, man. You got some of the coolest freaking colored coins ever.
Yeah, he does.
And then this one just came in. It's a gift for my girlfriend because she likes bees. And it's an ounce of copper that's got silver and gold plating. And then from the same seller last month, I picked up 2 half ounces. So I got a little half ounce buffalo. And I think this one's a Scottsdale Lion. Yeah, Scottsdale Lion. And I got these two for 75 bucks.
Them little ones I lose too easily in here.
Yeah, and then FG sent me some change back too with the pour. So I got a 1/4 ounce Walking Liberty, or is it an Eagle replica like my 1/10, and then a half ounce Aztec calendar. I'm probably over like 5 ounces now once I add them into the poucher with all the rest of my little grams and fractional pieces. The only other half ounce I had before was this Intaglio Angel in the Pocket. I think is what they call it. Amina's still in chat. Do you like that one, Amina? Angel.
Yeah.
I wanted to collect the Valkyrie series from Germania, man. That looked cool.
Those were.
I'm the other one, a quest on Trial Soria. Series.
One more time, OC.
Not another series of the 12 Zodiac. So the
12
series?
Zodiac.
I am a
12
Taurus.
Zodiac.
I am a Taurus.
You're a Taurus? Oh yeah, BMA, yeah. My girlfriend's she's a Taurus too. Hers was the 20th. Was her birthday.
Get out of here. You're stacking gold and silver. You don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah. We're
Probably no kids either.
Weird spot. Like we were kind of going through a rocket spot last year and potentially
Nice,
breaking
Catcom.
down, but like we've been hanging out and talking and things are kind of hit and miss sometimes, but it's not bad.
Nice coin, Catcom.
Thank you.
Very, very, very kind. Hold on, wait here.
OC Omega, you got poker chips yet?
No, not yet.
Come on,
I
man.
got Credo. I got Credo right now, and then you got yours yet.
Let's go, buddy. You got like ounces of gold, and you can get some poker chips and send it out to people.
Yeah. OC's got more gold than I do.
I know. I see him. I see his post, the community post.
Yeah.
Only got an ounce of setting.
I am at like just over 1, maybe 1.1 or 1.2, but some of that weight is in gold backs. I've got like, what would it be? $10, 10 gold backs if from Arizona, Oklahoma, and now from Idaho.
And they're not worth nothing here, so.
Yeah, New Mexico
Yeah.
doesn't have them, but
I got some gold backs, more just I bought a currency binder and I wanted to fill it out. And I do think the currency or the gold backs are pretty. I do discourage people from stacking them, buying a lot of them. Just buy a couple for the designs you like, and that's it. Otherwise, buy like pastos and fractional gold if you want to go that small.
The only one I got from LBS.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
I just threw it
like you're
along.
saying, buy the designs you like. I just buy the 5, the 2, then I'll buy 2 1s, and then 2 halves. That way it comes out to an even like 10 gold back amount with the 2 1s, the 2 and the half, and then that's it. I won't buy a bundle of them, and then I'll just keep them together. But I did get the quarter Idahos, and those things are tiny. I think I ended up buying one in a wheel spin for $10 today. I was kind of a little sad. I was like, no, okay, I need to get out of the wheel games. I should have learned my lesson last time on Whatnot. And
I'm not a big fan of Whatnot.
me either.
I delete that.
Like maybe some items,
Be
like
honest,
if you're into, but as far as precious metals, like I've seen, Humble got really lucky. I don't know how many spins he bought, but he ended up with a 5-gram gold bar. He said it cost him $90 altogether, but like I don't have that luck.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome, but that's not practical. That's like 1%.
Yeah, that's definitely not repeatable.
Try to melt them down.
Yeah.
Well, even just try to exchange them at a place that doesn't want them.
Yeah.
They're no good in my state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool though.
Me
I
too.
got no problem with them, but I don't. It is what it is. I
They
can't
got high
say anything.
premiums for what they are.
Yeah. If you're gonna pay 2x premium, just go buy yourself a gram or a 1/100th ounce.
Yeah.
But I do buy them just because I want to collect all the different, states and whatever. Like, who cares? I waste more money on. I bought Thai food for $150 this weekend, for one night. So hey, there's worse ways to spend your money.
Yeah. Like I said, here are my Arizonas. I just buy the halves, the 1s, the 2, and a 5. And then I had to get the Florida Pirate Girl 5. I don't know,
Nice.
Foodie Girl Stack is still in the chat, but I finally got one.
Can you go to the last one I think you had? No, hold on. Where is it? You had one that was not of a woman. I don't need the woman's tits in my face to buy it. You had one that was like of a scenery. Hold on. Can you go through them again?
It might.
It was your 5s. I think it was a 5.
You're not going to like $+ then.
Oh, okay. That would have been this one.
Yeah, it was a 5 that you had at the very end.
So this may be it, the forest scene with a.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that's it. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I guess with this one, with
still has a woman on it, I guess. But Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty revealing when they put like, women on every single frontal picture, who they're trying to sell to, right?
Somebody asked in the peanut gallery there about where to buy. I just bought 2 ounces of gold from Hero Bullion. They actually had a good deal today, so.
Oh, for like online to buy silver and gold or gold backs?
No, silver and gold.
Teresa, I go from any of the big guys. So SD, JM, Monument Metals, Money Metals, Hero, or AppMex. Whoever has the best price is who I buy from. I just don't care about loyalty on that. Yeah.
Actually, Hero Bullion had a thing where you could buy 5 silver 1999 buffaloes for spot today.
Well, JM had 20 ounces per spot.
And then Hero Bullion also have their own house branded bar, 10-ounce bar at spot, I think. But this is one I really like, the one South Dakota, because it's got the hoop dancer on there, and the hoop.
Am I allowed to to post? Am I allowed to post links in your chat?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Hold on, let me. Oh, that didn't work. 1 second, I screwed that up.
All right.
There,
But the
20 ounces that spot right now.
There you go.
Yeah, I just dropped $9,000. I ain't spending too much more.
No, I'm with you, brother. Dude, my dog just cost me $1,800 to get him neutered.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but
would've
it
done
saves you
for-
money in the
for
long
200
run.
bucks, I would have done it.
Well, I live in one of the richest counties in the United States of America, so it comes with that.
Yeah, gotcha.
Are you in Rhode Island?
No, I'm in what's called Northern Virginia.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of close.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
close enough, yeah.
Good old Nova. It's not too far from me.
Yeah. Right outside the old Washington, D.C., where all the clean, respectful people live and work.
You live outside the prison.
$73.25 right now. I would buy a spot if I had the money.
Yeah, I mean, $73.84 for 20 ounces each. Like that's not bad at all.
No.
Yeah, tomorrow I might even get a better deal.
I don't know. I feel like 70 is kind of the low end right now, right?
It has been. Yeah, we've been bouncing off that range and going back to like 85, 88.
I messed up my gold bags.
See, 43.91.
Dang. Got a little stack going.
OC Omega, do you have your address posted on your site or your channel?
On my channel to quit, and you go down, you be there.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll send you something. You live with your mom, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll send you guys something.
Thank.
Florida, Oklahoma, Arizona. Did I not get a Oklahoma 5? Half, 1, 2. I guess I didn't get an Oklahoma 5.
Yeah, I agree with what Paying Stockpiles just said. He says, Teresa, I check out at least 5 online places. I'm 100% right. Like, search for what you want. Look at every freaking online dealer that is out there, and
Right.
not the crappy ones, but the 6 or 7 that we just listed that are reputable and that have like tremendous millions of deals every freaking month or whatever, and just choose the one that has the lowest price. It's as simple as that. And it gets crazy. Like, I don't know if you guys know this. I talk about this on the channel all the time, but some places like SD Bullion, they go by the ask price, and other places go by the bid price of metals. So if you go to like Monument Metals, if you look, their silver spot price is actually lower than SD Bullion's price, just straight up. So you're already saving like $1 or $2 on spot price just because they don't go by the ask price. So you literally just, when it's all said and done, look at your bottom line cost and just choose the place that has the best price. Don't have any loyalty to anybody. You take care of yourself, and I think that's the way you need to do it, man.
They'll survive.
Yep, exactly.
And not that, but you got to look at them all at the same time because it'll change in an hour.
Yep.
And sometimes if you're dealing with like a major bullion company, I know APMEX, sometimes their eBay page prices are a few dollars cheaper than their website prices, even though you're buying from the same company.
Well, that's because when you post on eBay, it can't change it.
Yeah, good points there, Serpents or Chassis, whoever said that.
Yeah,
but then you're going to get taxed on it from eBay.
Yeah. Well, I pay sales tax anyway in my state. So whether I'm buying from the website and an application like the AppMex app or JM, or I think SD Bullion has an app too, or their websites, anything I'm doing online that's not peer-to-peer, I'll get hit with that sales tax, which sucks. But so if I'm going to buy it from an online dealer anyway, like you said, I'll shop around and look for what I want and throw a Google search and check out all the different places. Like the last one I did that with was my 1/10 gold snake. And I seen somebody selling this on PMs for sale for $525 or something like that. And I started looking around, and the only place I could find it online in stock, I think, was ITM Trading. And it was the same price as PMs for sale. And so, in considering I would pay sales tax going through a business, I ended up picking this up on PMs for sale.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
way.
for sure.
Everywhere else I looked at had a lower price. It was an old, backdated price when they went out of stock. And then being out of mintage now, I was like, okay, I'll bite the bullet and pay the premium on that.
Toledo's the one that put me hip. He said, "Hey, Hero Bullion's got what you're looking for," because he was buying the I think it was the grams, and he goes, "You buy 10 of them." I said, "Dude, you don't understand. I don't want them. I want an ounce. I don't want 10." I said,
Khalil is such a good guy. I love Khalil.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
That gold grammars, I think he posted for 149. I think on Discord recently. He texted me later, and he ended up getting 10 of them for like $140 each or something.
Yeah.
So it was just under the spot price at the time.
Yeah, that's when he told me, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't want them. I want 1 ounce."
Yeah, can I throw a PSA out there for everybody? Like, I want to I would recommend anybody who is serious about buying more specialized niche things. I highly encourage you to start to build an online presence. Set up a seller account on eBay, at least at the minimum, right? And start to sell things. You know, get yourself to like 100, 200 sales. Whether you're selling, it doesn't matter. You could just sell anything. Because if you start dealing in like higher value things, you know, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $2,000, $10,000 things, yes, they take out fees and they do all this stuff, but you know, it is what it is. But if you start to build that network and you have that like sell front, you know, that storefront already established, in your future, when you actually might need to try to liquidate a lot of different coins at once, or like, you know, like specialized coins. I'm not talking about bullion. If you're just a bullion guy and you just want the, you know, 1,000 ounces of silver bullion or 1,000 ounces, you know, or 100 ounces of gold bullion or whatever it is, you don't need to worry about this. You can just go sell at the LCS and call it a day. But if you're somebody that wants to like deal in like specialized rare coins, you know, Germania mint, you know, 1 of 250 minted, that kind of stuff, you really need to establish yourself on an online marketplace, whether it's Heritage Auctions or eBay or Stacks and Bowers, something. Just start selling there, building up a reputation of being able to deliver what you're selling, you know, whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that then when you really want to sell something important, you already have the established ratings and score and stuff like that, and they'll promote your listing and you'll get it sold, you'll make some money. It's just like, I understand like a lot of people are hesitant to like want to go, you know, do stuff online because they don't trust it, like, you know, yada yada. Like, I'm telling you, I have sold thousands and thousands and thousands of things online at this point, and I probably have maybe 2% or less of like fraudulent issues, you know, package never arrived or whatever kind of stuff. So you establish the business now. You establish the account, the seller account now, so that in the future, if you need to drop one of these coins, you already have it. You don't want to do it with 0 ratings, 0 feedback, right? You want to do it with, you know, hundreds. So just start now. Go to Goodwill and buy some shirts and sell them for break even. You know, it doesn't matter. Do something. Just build up the account. You get what I'm saying? Anyway,
the thing about that is, I've been on eBay since 2009.
Okay.
I got 100%.
Yeah.
And the flip side to that is you're going to sit there and don't buy from nobody that's at 0 or 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I don't either.
Look for something else.
I'm with you, Catcom. I don't either. I only buy from people with thousands of sales. So if I'm that way, there's probably hundreds of millions of people that way too. You know what I mean? So.
And if the guy's got 98.9, but he's got 35,000 sales, all right, I'm going to look.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you, brother.
Because you're going to piss somebody off eventually down the line with that many sales.
Or somebody's going to scam you, and they're going to give you a 1-star rating waiting for a refund, and that's the 1% scam. But it's worth it to be able to have the network.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I do like about the PMs for sale is you have that sell and buy flare. Like if I had done all of my peer-to-peer transactions on Reddit instead of Facebook, I would have over
Mhm.
100 buys, but no sales because I haven't, sold anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I would at least, have that reputation as a buyer that I've built up, with some of the coin dealers and private sellers that I have on Facebook, where I can be like, hey, what do you have, in a 1/10 gold, and I'm going to put $200 down and pay you off within a month, and they'll lock in the price and the deal at that time because they'll know I'll make up on the payments.
Yeah.
And they'll maybe raise the premium a little bit to make sure that, that they're still getting a little bit of a cut, a good end on that. But they're doing me the favor of allowing me to make payments on a locked in price. So even if it goes higher or lower, I hold to my end of that deal just, the same way that they do.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Trust on both ends. Yep.
By the way, I'm just gonna let y'all know candidly, I've been drinking quite a bit tonight, so I'm currently purchasing on PMs for sale and eBay.
Yeah. This 1/10 gold snake is the only one I purchased outright, like all in one shot. Here's $500+ and send me the gold. The only other ones I acquired otherwise were these two in a silver gold trade, and the other ones I picked up in payments from different sellers that were willing to work with a certain percentage down and then break up the balance either every 2 weeks or pay off within 30 days.
Yeah.
That's
all right. Well, I'm gonna say it's way past my bedtime. Dragoon, I'm glad we were finally able to share a stage together.
Yeah, man.
Kat, good talking. Omega, Serpents again. Thanks for having me on. It's been like a month since I've hopped on. I was getting that itch. Everybody hit the like and hype and do all the things, And I'll catch y'all another night. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
He really does sound like you, though.
I don't hear it because I hear my own voice, but I'll go back and listen into the recording and figure it, hear it from your side, from the audience side.
Oh, somebody is listening to our channel way behind.
Wow.
Is that you, Serpents?
All in one shot. Here's $500+. The only other one I acquired otherwise.
Maybe that's Jesse.
Somebody is replaying the stream.
Ones I picked up in payments from different sellers that were willing to work with, a certain percentage down and then break. Oh, okay.
It must have been Jesse.
Yeah.
Servants, what's your future, man? Are you going to continue to stack high premium items like colorized Libertads? Are you going to start to stack heavy bullion? What's your plan, man?
I'm wanting to stack, heavy bullion, just kind of generic rounds.
Okay.
Last month I picked up, 4 ounces of generics. Well, I guess 5, including these 2 ½ ounces that I just showed, the Buffalo and the Scottsdale, for about 75-ish an ounce. Some of them were 75, some were 76.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
This month, though, the one guy I do some of my pre-orders from in Colorado, I can place the order for the item, and then payment is due when he receives them from his wholesaler. So these 2 had come in, and they had, quite a premium on them. And so that kind of took a bit of my money the last 4 weeks or so. I was paying off those balances. And then I had them ship them out last week, and so I just received them today. But I'm trying to go maybe heavier into gold, and then maybe Buffaloes or ASEs, Maples, Britannias, so something I can just stack and then eventually liquidate or move.
Okay.
Well, trying to avoid the high premium silver. I think I've got a couple more that I've ordered. One's a Fire Phoenix hologram, and the other one's a Diamond Skull edition, and those both are each over $200. The same with these 2 here. But I'm trying to just kind of go a little bit of gold heavy, and then just to pick up, just 999 fine silver when I can. like I said, I was just kind of paying these ones off, and that kind of took the bulk of my budget the last
Mhm.
month or so.
Well, it sounds like you're the kind of guy that like you might need to like force yourself not to buy these colorized Libertats then.
Yeah,
Because you just laid out like 3 different goals that are kind of contrary to each other.
I know.
Right, like-
I'm very impulsive, and so and then especially that whole like order now, pay later is kind of a hook, kind of, because I'll be like, yeah, I want that, let me order it, and then 2 or 3 months go by, and it's all of a sudden, poof, this item's come in and cough up the cash, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta pump the brakes on everything else. But
one thing I would say to you is like these colorized Libertats, the price I don't think is going to fluctuate that much over the next 6 months, right?
Yeah.
But raw bullion silver might. So you could probably just cut off your colored Libertad focus, pick up whatever your ounce goal is for bullion, achieve that, then go back into your colorized Libertads, and you wouldn't even miss a beat. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I've been doing that like in between when those high dollar items come in. Because there is several months in between when I place the order and when the items actually come in. So that's like like last I misplaced the tube that I had. I picked up 5 or 6 ounces. I think I have to check my log.
You're almost
and just
like living
trying to stack that, as close to spot as I could. These half ounces at the time, I was really surprised. It didn't have a premium. It was $37.50, 75 an ounce. And I was like, all right, give me 2. And he had a bunch more, like the War in the Pacific and maybe
Look,
a couple more.
Those 2 coins you just showed.
Yeah.
When you go to sell those in LCS, they're not going to get 2 shits.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying they're not nice. I'm just saying when you go to sell, they're going to look at those and they're going to go, this is bullion 999. I'm offering $1 under spot. Here you go. Right? Or $3 under spot or $5 under spot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you buy them, you have to view them as the same ways that as a LCS is going to buy them from you. And you only buy them when they're a great price.
That's why I said about having an audience. If you got somebody that you can sell them to, but your audience gets smaller and smaller with that colorized stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. And I do want to stack more buffaloes.
Serpent, you're living paycheck to paycheck and buying your silver.
Yeah.
Yep. That layaway plan is not a good thing for you.
Yep. No, I haven't done that since January.
Okay, cool.
When gold crashed, I'd hope to kind of make me, pick up, a 1/10 gold piece. And that was when I got this maple. And after that, I was like, all right, the spot has dropped, but the premium stayed. And ever since then, I've kind of been favoring gold just because it's hovered about that 45, 47. While silver's been more volatile, I feel comfortable buying in that $75 to $70 range. It kind of helped a little bit, as far as paying off the pricey Libertas that silver had spiked to nearly 90 at that time. So I was kind of like, okay, what, is it going to keep going up or are we going to come back down? And now we're at about $73 an ounce. So I'm kind of happy it's come back down because I'm hoping to pick up more just, simple bullion, maples, buffaloes, and whatever. And try and add just more simple weight, things that I can trade for more poured silver with FG or Pang, or, if the GSR continues to drop or even hold, maybe take some of my silver and trade it up for like a 1/4 ounce or a 1/2 ounce of gold instead of just stacking 1/10 all the time. But I like the one.
I'm very direct, but I come from a place of like, if you were my brother, like, what would I tell you? You know what I mean? So for me, it's like you have multiple goals. You obviously love the colorized Libertads. You could go all in on colorized Libertads and try to buy the best prices that you could, and build up a collection that way and stuff like that, right? Or you know, you could go all in on bullion for a while and just focus on bullion and stack a massive amount of, you know, generic buffaloes at spot. But you can't really do both, right? You have to split.
Hey, Dragoon.
Yo,
Just FYI, I believe it's Fish that is doing the walkers. But
what do you mean doing the walkers?
Huh?
What do you mean by doing the walkers?
He's putting a collection together, but he's doing it differently than you are.
Okay.
He's sitting there, and he's only getting MS65s in the old Rattler holders.
Oh, cool.
And he's hunting around for them because he knows the Kusha boys too, and they got him a couple that he was looking for.
Okay. I've never met the Akusha guys, but you know, I've seen a couple of their videos. But yeah, the old Rattlers. I think the reason people don't want the old Rattlers is because they believe that they're like undergraded, right?
That's why they do want them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
They can send them back, but a lot of them don't care. They want to keep them in the old Rattlers. They actually carry a premium.
Yeah, they're nice. I mean, I got a couple people that are like offering me stuff. You know, I've started to like build up enough of a connection base that people, you know, message me. You know, hey, I've got this for, you know, I've got this, which is awesome. It's just not. It's not a thing I'm focused on right now. My goal is for my collection. I want to have the most. From 1934 to 1947 walkers, I want them to be blast white, you know, just beautiful representations of an MS65 or higher. From 1916 to 1933, I want the best version I can buy. As simple as that.
Mhm.
Well, 38. You better start looking for that 38D and MS65.
Yeah, I got the 1921S. I've got the 1921D. I might pick up the 1921 first, and then I'll go to the 1930D and 35D.
No, 38D.
38. Yeah, sorry. I'm like I said, I'm pretty inebriated at this point in the stream.
Yeah.
I got a full collection raw of the walkers. I got a full collection.
I'm working on that too, Catcom.
What's that?
You know, I'm working on that as well, which I'm calling fillers or whatever. You know, like the album
I don't have
fillers.
fillers. I mean, I got a lot of BUs in my set.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But you know, I've been putting that together for a while. There was a time I was buying MS65, 66s in the 1940s.
Wow.
For
Holy
20
crap.
bucks certified.
1940s Catcom you were bought. What the heck?
No. The 1940, 41,
you were buying the 1940 Walker. Okay, I thought you were saying that in the 1940s you were buying Walkers. I was like, what the hell?
No, I didn't start till the late 50s.
Okay. What?
How old do you think I am?
I don't know. I figured like 65 or something.
60. I'll be 70 in 2 months.
Wow, congrats. All right, man, nice.
Congrats.
Yeah, you got a whole life on me. That's why I listen to your all caps messages, brother.
Well, that's all I can see.
No, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm not even being a jokester here. I appreciate all the messages from everybody that's telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing and giving me direction, because you know, it'd be very naive of me to think that I had all the answers. And so when I'm going through this journey of like learning these numismatics, you know, I'm like I said on all my videos, I'm buying these things because I need to have skin in the game. I need to have risk reward. I need to be learning. I'm reading like more than you guys can imagine. I'm reading so many books on all these walkers. I've bought books from, you know, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s to see how things have changed with the grading schemes and stuff. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to educate myself. All the online resources, I'm buying them, I'm trading them, I'm dealing with them. So I'm trying to become the expert on this particular coin. And you know, I listen to what you say, Catcom, and everybody else that, you know, offers me advice. I appreciate it.
Any coin you want to collect, the first thing you want to do is find the high spots. That's your wear spots. And people are misconstrued about walkers. You look
I
at that
got all
hand.
that.
You look at that hand that's sitting on her.
Yep.
You know, that's the high spot.
95% of the coins have bad or poor strikes on the hand.
The hand that crosses the chest or the
Yeah,
dress.
if you want, here, let me help you out. I'll pull this one up here. Let me get a 65. Yeah, that's a 65. So, I go into this on my live streams and my videos, but what we're looking at is the hand. You need to see the this is probably not a great version of it, but you need to
the
see
hand on the waist.
So it's this hand right here on the waist.
Right here on the waist.
And you want to see a disconnect between the thumb and the index finger.
Yeah.
And then you want to see the knuckles showing. So it's called knuckles showing. This is a really bad image. I need to like zoom in on it, but you should see a very clearly defined hand as a quality strike. But the problem is, those serpents, is a lot of the coins between like 1927 and 1916, the die wasn't built in a way to give a quality strike on the hand.
No.
So, but realistically, all of the series have a very poor strike on the hand. So oftentimes you'll see like an MS65, but it'll have a crappy strike on the hand. So what I'm looking for when I buy is I want to see a very clearly defined left hand holding, the oral and oak or whatever, while also being the MS65. And then I want to try to buy it in the lower range of the MS65 series prices. So I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, my video series and my live series is going to be like an entire sort of like exposition on how to become like an expert on coin grading and purchasing. But
Yeah.
I've got years of experience still to go, and I'm not naive about that. Like, I understand, like, I'm a rookie and I'm learning.
I put a 1942 proof set together. Don't ask me why, but I did. And I got a $50 in 66 CAC, the quarter in 66 CAC,
Nice.
the dimes in 66 CAC, and the two nickels, the silver and the non-silver. The whole set's in 66.
Nice.
And I don't know. I put my birth year in 56. I've got that in 69, but there is no 70 $50. So, it's top pop for the 69 $50. But everybody wants to buy the quarter and the half. They don't care about the rest of them.
There's mine to Matt Winge. He said that for Wingy, he just got an onsa. And you were talking about, weak strikes. I've got an example, kind of one that I've noticed here. I can show. It's not a walker, but it's a weak strike on just a silver round, and it's a John Wick round. So, this one here has kind of got all right detail. The lion on the back and the shield, there's kind of just like a very weak definition between the two and the devices. And then this other one that I have is just like so much more, like the strike is a lot better.
Is there a year in that one?
No, they just have the MMI on the bottom.
Okay.
And then AppMex makes these, but I got another one from Ping. It's probably hiding in the envelope. I pulled it out on Southeast Stacking stream yesterday. But just the strike on this one is so much, like, it just stands out better. This one, like, it struck, the details there's no wear, but it's just really weak. It blends into the fields. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That almost looks like it was a pocket piece.
Yeah.
You ever see a pocket piece? It'll keep the luster, but it gets worn down.
Huh. Mine is where I just had the.
Yeah, don't send it to Pang. He melts everything.
I actually saved one from Pang. That's how I got it. Where is the envelope? Oh, it's behind me. So I got this one from Pang. and it's another silver pour. And like you were talking about, Dragoon, like this kind of stacking bullion, I got a round from him. He sold it to me at spot, or at least his price. And so I got a third John Wick coin. And he sold this one to me for like $74, I think was his price. And then I picked up a 2-ounce pour here, and altogether was I think $250. For his labor, the silver, shipping, and everything.
Sure. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
So I got Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. I just recently rewatched the fight with Cell, and so I had seen him posting some DBZ rounds.
Okay, we'll have one question. What's your most favorite villain in Dragon Ball Z? Only choose one.
Favorite villain?
Vegeta.
Mine is one of my favorite villain is Omega Sinmon.
Huh. I haven't made it that far. The farthest I've made it in was Majin Buu. Vegeta, yeah, is a really good one because he's definitely about strength and honor and the way pride as a warrior.
You ever see Dragon Ball Z a Blitz?
Dragon Ball Z what?
A Blitz, like YTP, but a Blitz series, a Dragon Ball Z. From there yet?
I don't think so. I have.
You guys are out of my generation.
Yeah. I used to have to record it on the VCR to watch it when I got home from school because it aired at 3 o'clock my time. It was 5 o'clock Eastern, but my school didn't let out until like 3:30. And so I would be, in school by the time, the episode ended. We'd have to set the timer on the VCR to record it while we were at school so we could watch it afterwards.
Hey, I listen to 8-track tapes.
I've seen a couple of tracks, but the furthest I've gone back is listening to 45 LPs, another short, like 37 RPM records. On my dad's old turntable.
Those 78s, man, you can kill somebody with those. They're heavy.
Yep.
Hey, and a good news, it feel weird to get my 925 Demon Soldier necklace.
925 necklace?
Yeah, solder necklace. I don't know when we get it.
You don't know when you're gonna get it?
Don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I was wearing this one today. This is my 6mm 24-inch chain. So it's the biggest one I've got. And it's like 29 grams. And Mars, hello. Welcome.
Finding out the sorry about that.
Finding
out the necklace ain't no solder. It's deal.
Yeah. Dragoon's busting out the chains.
The cheat not off. Not a real solder.
There's an OC stacker. He has a coin shop, I guess, and he sent FG stacker, the one who did your channel round, Sterling, and I bought this one from FG to save it from his refining process. So maybe if you contact FG or OC stacker, they might have a Sterling chain for relatively cheap. You wouldn't pay jewelry prices, but it might not be brand new. And then this is another chain that I've got. I put a maple on. And it's a little light 11-gram 22-inch chain. And the one I got from FG is 19.
I'll tell you, get this. There was a 925 with a crystal in it. 925. I put a white on it. The one got broke.
Oh, snap. Needs a bail.
Made a letter. A cheap letter.
Back in my disco days. Back in my disco days, I got a 24-inch gold chain. It was 38 grams.
Dang. 38 grams.
Oh, I don't want to break the crypto.
But gold was like, it cost maybe $150 back then.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid. Well, actually, I'll have to look at the charts to actually be sure, but I remember like silver being $5 an ounce ish, and like gold about 200, and like the early 90s, maybe like 93, 94.
It'll fit in there. No, I just said.
I bought talking about being on
Yeah. You got 2 doors there. You got
eBay.
shelves there, shelves over
I bought an
there.
1893 S Morgan.
You
It
got
turned
room
out
for
to be
another
fake.
spot.
Down the road, I got it authenticated, and it wasn't authenticated. I got my money back. It took about 6 months, and it was a China back then. So my wife bought a bezel to put the Morgan in, and she wears it around her neck every now and then when I try to buy a coin.
Yeah.
As a reminder.
Yeah. So I remember you telling us. So I guess I have bought a counterfeit coin. My very first eBay coin, I bought a backdate eagle, and I was like, oh, maybe it's cheaper because it's an old one. No, it's cheaper because it's Chineseium. And that was
Well,
when
mine was
I
actually an auction. So I
Look, real
figured,
quick on eBay. Public service announcement. If you're buying from eBay and you cannot pronounce the seller's name because it's Chinese hieroglyphics or it's Chinese like language, and they have less than 100 sales, and they're selling something for 20, 30, 40, 50, 100% below spot, it's fake. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
but see, mine was an auction, and it was coming out of Miami. And when I got it, the envelope was all in Chinese, and I'm thinking, oh crap.
Oh hell, here we go.
Yeah. So and I got eBay to change their rules. You have to put where it's coming from. You can't use Miami as your distributor or California. And now they do. They tell you when it's from China.
Yeah.
Or wherever else it's coming from.
Yeah. I just looked back on the Kitco chart. On July in 1994, it was about $5.50 for an ounce of silver. Because I remember one of my brothers had a silver eagle, and we would talk about how it was worth, like $5 or $6 at the time.
Oh yeah. When they first came out with them in '86, man, they were a dime a dozen pretty much. You could pick a roll up for $100.
So 1994, it would have been about $383 for an ounce of gold ish. Putting the line between the candles on 6-month candles in 1994.
I started buying my gold when I was about 15.
Yeah, and I started buying gold when I first got a job in 2006. It was $670 an ounce. What was silver then? 2007.
Well, I sold a 4-piece American Gold Eagle proof set.
Wow.
For $1,750.
That was a good deal for somebody.
Yeah. Now it's worth like $10K.
Well, you got to remember 1995 when they came out with the 4 gold proof and the Silver Eagle?
Yeah, well.
And
what I learned was
they
don't sell.
They couldn't sell them all.
What I learned was don't sell, my friend.
Yeah. I sold 3 ounces of silver when I over-purchased between paychecks, and I needed a little bit, like $100 for some small expenses, and I sold 3 ounces of silver. Other than that, I've only converted it to gold, or I've done trades for pours.
Yeah, I mean, at the time, I paid off all my debts with that, like, because I was using it towards paying off debt, and I 10x my income since then, so it all worked out. But at the time, I'm like...
you used it for what you needed to. I still have the 95W Silver Eagle. I haven't had no need to sell it, so Actually, I had the full set of Silver Eagles, and I sold them to a guy, and because they were making too many of them, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take what I can and get out of it. And I kept some of the proof ones, the rarer proof ones. I kept those, and I got that 2008/7 Silver Eagle, and that's doubled in price from when I got it. I still got a bunch of 70 Eagles in my safe that I'm just not going to sell them because ain't nobody going to give me more than 140, 150 for them.
Yeah. I'm not going to sell my colored Libertads. Like, those are kind of a really deep, like, enjoy showpiece kind of conversation theme.
Oh, they're really cool. Yeah.
I guess my attitude when I first started buying was like I was purchasing for a 10 to or at least a 15 to 20 year hold, and then eventually sell things back off in my retirement when everything that's modern now becomes vintage, or close to it, I guess. And what I don't know, or at least out of production, like the Perth Lunar series and some of the other coins like Malta and like the SpongeBob's and the John Wicks and whatnot. They might be maybe more collectible, but I just kind of was counting on the spot price of silver rising steadily over time that I would get my premium back on those. Things like these Pirates of the Caribbean. Because like I said, if I take this into a coin shop, they're going to say, oh, it's an ounce of silver. I don't care if it's a licensed movie commemorative, it's an ounce of silver. Which is how I've been able to get some of these things because, a lot of people are like, oh, it's an ounce of silver. I don't care that it's John Wick or Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just the same as, a buffalo or whatever. And I'm kind of trying to shift into a little bit more of like simple generics. And I've had a hard time buying things I don't care about. Things I would feel comfortable selling if I needed to in an emergency, or trading for gold when the opportunity proves itself. Because the last time I called the coin shop, I did the trade for these at. I called them up to see if they had any gold, and they're like, yeah, but all we have are 1 ounce Krugerrands. And I was like, yep, I don't have 60 ounces of silver I'm willing to part with in a single trade right now. Yeah. So sorry, but thanks for for answering the phone, but I'm not going to come in this time around.
Like I'm not trying to be offensive when I say like.
Oh yeah, no offense taken at all.
Yeah, you really in the end of the day, you should be buying at spot or below spot generic silver 1 ounce rounds. It's as simple as that. Build up a good 500,000, 500 ounces of that, and then you have like this cushion that allows you to do whatever you want with everything else. It's just it's boring, it's slow, it's unsexy, it doesn't make for good YouTube videos, but it's what makes you financially secure in the future. Because look, they don't care if you have Krugerrands, Britannias, Spotty Eagles, Spotty Maples. They're gonna just give you freaking bullion price for it anyway when you go to sell. They don't care.
Yeah, versus like trying to put together a set of these generic rounds and say, oh, look, I've got, all the different North American hunting club, and try to sell them as a set with the premium. They won't care. They'll be like, oh, well, like me, I've seen some of the people list up a set, and I'm like, well, I just need one animal out of the ones that you have.
Yeah, and those are going to just, what they're going to end up in? They're going to end up in a generic grab bin for spot price. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy them. I'm not saying they're not cool. Just understand that when you're buying them, when you go back to sell them, they are just bullion to the buyer.
Oh, yeah. And that's where, like, you've been saying, like, last month, they're here on the top. I picked up, just some buffaloes. Somebody had them for, I think it was $70. Or so, it was like $1 or $2 back of spot if you bought all 4 ounces they had, and 3 of them were these buffaloes, and 1 was a Morgan round. And I was like, I'll buy all 4 of them. And I think it was like $285 or something with shipping. And so I was like, cool, now I've got more buffaloes, something I don't really care about. And then, but I made a mistake with the Morgan round because I ended up picking up which tube is it? That's my Eagle tube. That's the poker chip. It's hiding in the back. A different sort of typeset series now. Because I've got the Morgan round I picked up, and then I found a peace dollar round, and then I got a mercury dime or a penny.
Yeah.
And a mercury dime round.
And that's what you want to stack right there. They're just rounds.
Merc dime?
You're gonna pay spot.
No, they're just cool rounds, man. It doesn't matter.
Right. Did anybody
most
take
of my
advantage
stacks are
of
different rounds, but they're like
Did
all
anybody-
different designs. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to sell them because I've got the the piece and the Morgan and the penny and the dime and blah blah blah.
Look, you keep talking about how much stuff you don't want to sell. You got to start buying stuff that you're okay selling. I'm sorry.
Yep. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to tell myself is like, okay, stack Eagles, get more Buffaloes, because like
No,
these
no, not Eagles. Eagles, you're gonna pay like a 10% premium or more,
Oh, yeah.
and you're only gonna get like a 1 or 2 to 5% premium when you sell.
Oh,
Buy
yeah.
just generic BS rounds, man.
Yep.
Eagles have
I
an 8
wouldn't
to
buy
10%.
Eagles with a coin shop premium, that $5-10 over. If I can get them with like $2 or $3 a spot, I would consider buying Eagles. But yeah, like Maples, Britannias, simple generic rounds like Buffaloes, and just
Dude, I just told y'all JM Bullion, 20 rounds at spot. It just get the random round deals.
Right.
Like, don't think about it. That's just your investment, right? Like, don't get sentimental with it. Just
where's my little calculator? Because I have that's right in front of me. Duh. Let me pull this out here. Let me do the 20 ounces at 73 an ounce. Even if I get it at spot with free shipping, that's $1,460 plus my tax percentage makes it almost $1,600
yeah,
for that 20 ounces.
yeah.
So, if I could get, 20 ounces for $1,500 peer to peer with, $10 shipping, I would take that instead.
Yeah.
So
No, man, I hear you. Look, I'm again,
that's
I
okay.
come direct, but it's just because I come from a place of like love and care.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have, like, it's okay if you have 2 or 3 stacks, right? You have your collector stack, you have your like cool stack, and you have your like deep stack. But you have to mentally disconnect from your deep stack. Your deep stack is literally just a savings/investment type account.
Yeah.
You dump crap in there that you're willing to offload whenever it's profitable.
Yep.
Yeah.
You buy for
even when silver got up to $100 plus, how many people didn't sell and take advantage, suck some of your profit and take it?
Yeah. I didn't sell.
If you had 50, I did it. I traded 52 generic rounds for a gold maple.
Nice.
And I'm glad I did. I still bought more silver.
Yeah. The math came out to 10.6, so I got the 53 to 1, but it was 0.2 of an ounce. And I could have got more. They had more 1/10 ounces. They had 1/4 ounces of gold. So like I could have capitalized on a bigger silver to gold trade, and it was like 2 weeks before the price crashed. I forget what gold was, but silver was 89 an ounce, and the GSR was like 52 or 53. And I got a really good deal on my silver to gold trade. But I only
I can
picked
tell you
up
right now, silver, by the way, guys, is getting absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
The silver spot price is getting hammered.
Let me see where we're at.
Wow.
So is gold, actually.
Just so you know.
44 on silver is the Kitco asked, and Kitco asked for gold is 43.80.
I already lost money on my gold.
I bought a crap load from Ocean's Auctions, by the way.
Oh yeah, I saw you buy a Dos Peso, I think yesterday.
I got a lot.
I saw someone
lots
they
of
had
Dos
Dos Pesos for I think $240 recently, and I was like, I want to, but like I'm trying to hold on to that discipline right now between like, okay, I just paid off these high premium Libertads. I bought the Gohan pour from Pang, which I set down somewhere and lost it right in front of me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I'm trying to hold off. Coming up in June, I have 2 concerts I want to go to. I want to go see Buckethead again at the Meow Wolf Art Center or whatever it is in Santa Fe. It's kind of like a museum meets Willy Wonka and Alice in Wonderland. And they've got a really small stage with like a 300 standing room venue, quote unquote. And then Machine Head is playing with Killswitch Engage at the Rebel Entertainment Center in Albuquerque the week after that. So at the end of June, I'm going to be going back into buying heavy. And the one of the dealers I've been buying from, the one who I got the Libertads, he had a 5 pesos, the non-restrike for like $610. It's like just over melt. And I'm like, I want one. So I'm trying to maybe save up for 5 pesos, but he also has grams of gold for like $150 right now too. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get a couple of grams or another 1/10 or stretch for that 5 pesos. I'm not sure.
Hey, so Serpent, you need to get like 50 ounces of generic silver rounds, and that's going to be your stack. And then if you want to buy your colorization stuff, that's great. But if I said, hey, Silver Serpent, I'll give you 1 ounce of gold for 75 ounces of silver, how much of your pretty colored stuff are you going to have to get rid of?
None of the pretty colored stuff. I only have like 15 or so of those. Most of my weight is in like different rounds and different coins. Like this one's from Ascension Island, and I think it's a St. George and the Dragon. I've got Aladdin,
Are you
silver
give it up?
Philharmonics.
You're not addressing his actual question.
At a 75-to-1 ratio, no. Even at now with the current 60-to-1 ratio, I wouldn't. There are only a certain number of rounds I have that I would consider trading into gold or I would sell first in an emergency.
That's my point.
Where you're going, and that's where I want to stack more of the simple generics, like those, the coin types and buffaloes.
I've got 3 tubes of generic rounds that, hey, make me a deal. I'll trade them for gold. I tried to go to my LTS and do one, but he didn't have any buffaloes. So I'd like, nah, never mind. I'll trade him for a buffalo, but
yeah.
Kind of bring it up here.
All the LTSs are saying that they're having a hard time keeping gold right now. Because
look,
the spread for gold is only like 5%. The spread for silver is like 8 to 10%.
I've been following this stuff for a couple of years now, and the silver retail market has completely dried up. Gold was pretty consistent throughout the entire boom and bust. Silver has not been consistent at all. We just have to be realistic with it.
And that's where I'm kind of more gold heavy, because I see that gold has been more stable. And this one here is all full of generics and
nice. There you go. But
And
they're all in freaking though. So they're not generics to you, buddy.
I have some Libertads in here. There's a Jurassic Park commemorative right here. Some of these coins right here, the Jurassic Parks I have, there's only 5,000 of these minted. And so I got...
Hold on. Pull that one back up. The one that you said there's only 5,000 minted. Seriously.
That's this one right here.
Okay. Let's talk for a second. When you go to sell this, they don't give 2 S's about that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just don't care. They're going to say, that's generic bullion, throw it in the bin with all the other crap.
Yep.
So that's what I try to teach people is don't get so attached to the metals. Right. You may think they're beautiful and pretty, but unless they really are, they're not. And all these mintages, all these mints, they know what they're doing. Scottsdale, Intaglio, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. All of them.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Intaglio.
They make all these 1,000 and 3,500 and 5,000 and 500s. And you know what happens is 95% of them get thrown into the refiners and melted down for 1,000-ounce Comex bars. At the end of the day, nobody cares.
I got this one in the scrap bin.
Yep. At the end of the day, nobody cares.
Yeah. But these ones I all picked up for 42 or 43 bucks an ounce. Which,
That's good.
You know,
That's good.
You know, so I picked up those ones. You know, now I've come out definitely ahead. And I understand absolutely what you're.
I mean, I got more scrap bin stuff here.
I'm
And
not saying don't enjoy it and don't appreciate it. My point is that when you go to sell, understand that it's not going to be viewed as like you appreciate this precious rare coin. It's going to be viewed as scrap silver metal.
Yeah, unless I take it, you know, into peer-to-peer private market and, you know,
Possibly.
request the premium and find, you know, just like in numismatic, you've got to find the buyer and there's a smaller market unless I just go sell it off. You know.
Exactly right, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought this for $85. It's certified even.
It's a nice Britannia.
Yeah.
It's a nice
And
Britannia.
I couldn't beat it. I'm like,
It was
price
And
is good.
Capcom, I love you, dude, but if you sold that to a dealer, they would crack it out of the safe, or they'd crack it out of the slab, and they'd melt it off of the refiner.
Probably.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I understand that. I mean,
Because they don't want to
it was
wait 6
85
months to
and I
find a
figured
buyer.
It was certified in the 70, and I'm thinking, hey, for another $10, I'll buy it.
No, I'm with you. I 100% agree with your purchase. I'm just saying, when a dealer is going to buy that from you for basically spot or less, they're going to crack it out of that slab. They're going to send it off to a refiner, and they're going to get their money as quick as they possibly can because they know that finding a buyer for that specialized item is going to be so hard to do. Which is why I brought up, like, everybody needs to generate their own or build their own retailer accounts on eBay and stuff so that they can sell stuff like that. Because Catcom, if you sold that on the private market direct, you could get so much more money for it, probably. You know?
Right. I already reached my taxable limit on eBay.
Well, you get what I'm saying, though. Like, yeah.
That's why I went directly to the dealer in Texas and sold my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I sent out to a couple different dealers I see on YouTube, and by far he was better.
Yep. I'm with you, dude.
I'm not about photo shit, the color of it.
But Silver
That one
Surfer's
was
got to get
darker green.
a stack
That
of
one
generics going
in here.
Yeah, he
that
does.
he's
He has a
willing
good
to
stack.
give up.
Yeah. Was it like somebody talking about how like the culture in India is different when it comes to gold? How they were throwing like several $1,000 St. Gaudens rare coin, and they're like, I couldn't understand that. So it all depends on the market and the buyer. I tell people, or try to sometimes in my videos, be aware of what you're buying. And know, how it's going to be perceived when you go to sell. If you take it to a coin shop or a dealer, they're going to pay you very close to spot. And if you take it to eBay, then you're dealing with seller fees and peer-to-peer, etc. So that's something I definitely had to think about. It's like, what is my exit strategy instead of just in an acquisition phase and like buy.
Well, do you value an Indian gold coin as much as an American gold coin?
You won't get that money.
Right? So it's the same thing in India. In India, they don't give two Fs about an American gold coin. Why would they?
Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing.
I've heard their preference is for 4/9 fine gold. So if you take in like maple, Britannia, or some Perth gold, then they might value that more. But again, the same thing. They're just going to melt it down and turn it into jewelry because that's their culture. And then everything gets
gold maple is bought
generationally
2% below spot. U.S. is bought 1% or spot, depending on if it's an eagle or buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, I got gold maples, but I already know what they're gonna, what I'm gonna get for them.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the stuff is, it's like buying a fishing lure. There's one that'll catch fish, and there's one that's going to catch the fisherman.
Yep. I've had the best luck fishing using a simple little white wiggle tail rubber lure, like the little worm lures you buy in like a 10-pack for $3. Fishing for river bass.
You ever try using dynamite? It works great.
You know what that
Yep.
lure is in silver medals? It's
Huh.
the random variety silver at spot.
Yep. It's the our choice, random design, random mint.
Exactly. Who cares? I just want the
You know how
cheapest
many
silver I can
common
get.
date? There's a lot of common date Morgans in MS65 that if you're lucky, you'll get $120 for. Certified.
Yeah. I feel like the
That's
only
why
time I'm
I
looking for ugly
learned a long
silver.
time ago, always
boy.
buy the key dates.
Yeah. Is when I want to trade it for a silver core, and I know it's going to be melted. Like if I'm going to send it to FG or Pang
Yeah.
or SGT, you know, I'm like, okay, then I'm looking for that ugly toned, milky, tarnished silver under spot, and I'm like, okay, give me that because it's headed for the crucible.
Yeah.
And a lot of dealers now won't. They'll give you less money if it's got milk spots or
Yep.
scratches or
Yep.
unfriendly
Oh,
silver
crap.
they call it.
We have Stacking Surfer in the chat.
What's up, Surfer? How you doing, bud?
Hi, Starper.
I was watching his live stream earlier today before Gold Sniping Farmers auction started.
Yeah, so the thing is, though, like, we're all saying the same thing, is that don't overthink your deep stack bullion. Just buy whatever is the best price at the time that you're buying. Stack that up. Now, if you want to go into, if you want to go into specialized items, like, Serpents, you're obviously well into the colorized Libertads, right?
Yeah.
You understand that you can't take those to a LCS, 20 of them and be like, I want spot, right? Or I want spot plus 20% or 30% like I paid for them. They're not going to give you that, right? You understand that, right?
Yeah, I understand that.
But if you sell it individually to collectors, you might get that or more.
Yep. And that's kind of how I picked up mine. Some of mine have been at good deals, above spot with like a 10 to 15% premium.
Mm-hmm.
And then others I've paid like a 30 to 50% premium on.
Yeah.
But like this one here, I picked up early January, I think. And I paid 98. I think spot was like 93 or 95 at the time. So it wasn't too much over spot, but I mean, still for $100 Libertad today, a coin dealer wouldn't pay that. They would be more likely to pay over spot, but not $100 for a BU, and not a colorized version.
Serpents. I just spent $1,100 on a $50 constitutional.
What?
How much is that over spot? Right?
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't matter because I know that if I go to sell that, I'm not going to just take that and sell it as bullion. I'm going to sell it as a collector's piece, as a rare item, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you just have to understand what you're buying and what your purpose is for it and adjust. So, but I have tons of bullion that I sell all the time. Or not sell, but excuse me. I have tons of bullion that I buy all the time. It is what it is. It's just ounces that I don't care about. I'll sell it or trade it if I need to, but otherwise I just stack it up, man. I'm like, my goal with precious metals is just stack as much as I can.
Collect the keys, baby.
I know, dude. I'm working on it, my friend Catcom. I'm working on it.
I got this one with a CAC.
Whoa.
The infamous Mercury dime.
Hey, real quick, stacking surfer. I have that problem daily. But I think at this point, thoroughly convinced my wife that our money is best spent purchasing assets that have the ability to increase in value with the rate of inflation and the debasement of the dollar. because our money supply continues to increase. We continue to bail out banks, et cetera, et cetera. So she is fully on board with us spending our money on assets rather than like experiences or food or consumable goods. So thank God for my wife, but she supports me a lot. So yeah, I feel you, Stacking Surfer. Yeah, you have some of the most beautiful Libertad serpents.
Thank you.
Did it. See.
There's one I've thought about buying, maybe to gift to Kalila. I thought it was pretty cool. It's a Aztec emperor, and it's done in like a mosaic tile style of finish.
So cool, man.
Now, how? I'm trying to get them back in the box. I have them set. And some of them are fit better next to each other in their sleeves, and others are they're like the 2x2s are a little bit wider. But I've got like this little box all stuffed up. This whole side is double stacked, and I've got another 3 on top.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Like when I'm working on my stuff. Catcom, how long have you been? How long have you been buying like numismatic type coins?
Oh, probably since the late 70s.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you got some good experience, man. You make sure you keep dropping knowledge on my channel if you don't mind. I appreciate it.
I got into the large cents for a while, and then it seemed like once I got into the 1820s and below, I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'm in over my head.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because they're huge amounts.
Like the price or what?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
And they're not very pretty either.
Yeah.
I mean, you start getting into that flowing hair, dude. You're lucky if you can read the date at $10,000.
Can you wear mine?
Wow.
And I was getting a little bit later in life to think, you know what? Do I want to really go into this?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you guys pay attention, but like I was always big on for me, my primary money went to stocks, retirement accounts, and real estate. So I'm late to the game on gold and silver, but I really have seen the benefit of it over the last 5 years or so.
Well, see, I had stocks in that, and when I retired, I've been, you know what? I just cashed it all in, and I started buying gold right off the get go.
Okay, all right.
My wife thought I was nuts. So did my kids, and I'm like, hey, you don't get it till I die, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, let me do what I want to do. Yeah, nice.
Don't worry about it.
But it was a great investment because when I was buying it, gold was like 1,800, I think, maybe 19 at that, if that. And, it tripled in price.
Yeah, no, you did well.
So now I'm just taking the money from my my collection, and I'm selling it, and I'm turning it over.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I got about 22 large cents. So I got a guy at our coin club. He wants to buy them. So I'm like, you know what? I said I got into them, and I have no problem getting out of them.
Cool. Hey, do you mind if I plug something, Serpents?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna create a digital YouTube coin club that we can all become a part of, and we can do online meet and greets. Where we do like little private sessions online, and we do YouTube videos online. We can set up, trading accounts so we can all trade and buy from each other, and then maybe once every 6 months or so, I'll try to work out a deal where I find like a hotel somewhere, and we can maybe all meet up and hang out, and I'll cover the costs and stuff. Figure that out.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
If I can find like a good 20, 30 people that are interested, I'd be happy to do it.
Yeah, see, I got a coin club here where I
That's a
live.
great idea.
We meet once a month, and I hate to say it, but probably 60% are old folks like me.
Mm-hmm.
But we got some young guys in there too. So and they're learning the same way, And we do auctions every month. So I mean, I enjoy it, and I like the people too. So I mean, I've been doing it a long time. I'm at that point in life where I go to more funerals than weddings anymore.
Oh, that's tough, man. Yeah, I feel you.
Even at my young age, I've already been a pallbearer 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't have to worry about carrying them no more.
Yeah.
My wife's family is passing away at like 60, 70, and then my family, we pass away at like 95 to 100. So it's tough because she's losing everybody, and my whole family's still alive. It's just weird.
See, I'm the opposite. I live longer than my dad, and we have our family had a short lifespan where my wife's, they made it into their 90s, but it is what it is. And it's like I always say, God puts you on this earth for a reason.
Yep.
He doesn't always tell you what it is, but
just do your best and try to live by the good principles, and it works out.
When it's time to come home, he'll tell me.
Yep. Hey, Stacking Server says he's working on a marketplace. Let me know so I can hook your club into it. Probably a fall reality. Yeah, Stacking Server, sure, whatever. I mean, my goal is to just build a bunch of like-minded people into a community. More than just sort of like an email club, just like we can all get together online and we can chat and hang out and then set up. But I'm also a software engineer, so I'm with you on like building. If you need help when you building out any marketplace or anything like that, but I'm not so focused on like transactional fees and like profit. My focus is just on bringing people together and like having people to talk to about this stuff.
That's what effort is about. Is like we do at our club meeting. We do a show and tell. Everybody brings in a coin. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
We leave it open.
Exactly right.
But that's what I mean. I remember, what was it? Blue Collar Stacker did that one, or your collector or stacker. Well, I think 90% of us were collectors.
Yeah.
In some form.
Yep.
You
guys got to understand, a lot of my videos are just made to formulate engagement, right? You know what I mean? Like, not necessarily that I think one thing or the other. It's just to get people to talk.
Well, we were talking the other night. You're gonna have to start changing some of the names because everybody's jumping to gold all of a sudden. We should say, it'll be Gold Serpent and.
Yeah, I'm still heavier weighted in silver, so I'm good. But yeah, I've got a lot of gold now too.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, sometimes times change. Who knows? 2 years from now, we all be back in silver again.
Look, yeah, if the GSR gets back to 100 to 1, I'll be full in on silver.
Right. I don't mind it when it's coming down like this. I mean, you're losing money with what you have per se, But you know what? If you want to buy, it's okay. I didn't want to pay over $5,000 for an ounce of gold, but I didn't have to. So I'm all right with that. Because I think gold will go to $6,000 with no problem. Silver, I don't know. It's so crazy. And even if silver comes down, then they raise the premium, so you're screwed either way. You know, then you got to start really hunting for deals.
Mm-hmm. So here, let's do a hypothetical. Let's do a hypothetical real quick.
All right.
Let's say silver drops to $50 an ounce and gold drops to $3,500 an ounce. Are you guys still buying?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
I think was it in your Discord? Somebody was talking about sharing their chart analysis. How we're kind of in like a bullish downward trend right now, and we might get into possibility if the trend continues. Anyway, oh no, my chips have failed. Sorry, we got the dogs all around me. We might touch the mid 60s or high 50s.
Yep.
I personally, with my age and my goals, I'm still in the acquisition phase, so would see that as a better buying opportunity. If silver goes up, then I would be hesitant about buying, not because I'm afraid of it dropping down, but just because I want to see how stable those gains would be before I start to
Gotcha.
start to buy very consistently again. Like I would probably pick up a couple of ounces just to keep some silver coming in, but I wouldn't be buying as aggressively as I am now. I'd probably put the
Gotcha.
money into gold.
Hey, Silver Serpent, read
Yeah.
the chat.
Yeah, do you wanna ban this person, or
New Mexico or whatever.
somebody is just talking some smack real quick?
What, in the chat?
Sounds like a
Yeah.
personal friend that might need to get dumped out of this chat. At $50 for silver, I'm selling everything that's not bolted down. At $50 for silver, I'm selling. Oh, so stacking server. I'm assuming this is Silver Dragoon, by the way. I'm assuming you're saying you're selling everything that's not bolted down to purchase silver, correct? This is a pretty pathetic existence for New Mexi crafts, but I hope you have a better, I don't know, situation in life ahead of you.
No, there's some personal issues there.
Gotcha.
I haven't gotten into the videos about. So,
well, I hope they have a better life than they're presenting in this chat.
What? That.
Sounds like a salty ex-wife or ex-girlfriend. Anyway.
Current. No, that's that wishy-washy situation. Like we had the homestead together, and then
Oh, gotcha.
we kind of broke up, and I moved into an apartment. She wanted me to come out and visit, but I scheduled this live stream at about 12 o'clock today. I was kind of talking with Kalilo and Chad about going live tonight.
You're good. You're good.
And
You're
then
good,
she hit
brother.
me
You
up
don't have to
earlier.
explain it. I would recommend either
So
ban them from the chat and settle this privately or whatever. But anyway,
Moving right along.
so Stacking Surfer says that he would be selling everything bolted down to buy silver. I'm with you, actually, Stacking Surfer. I do a lot of chart analysis and technical analysis from my background as a licensed investment broker and such. And so for me, I look at these things. If we get below 65, if we get below $65 an ounce on the SOV and such, I'm at the point where I would be really focused on buying, because I think that's about as low as we can go, because we're now pushing the 200-day moving average. And once we start hitting the 200-day moving average, like I feel pretty comfortable, like that's about as low as it's going to get.
Yeah, not only that, but the demand for silver is not going to be going down.
Well, I mean, it has been going down as the price fell from 120. Demand has actually decreased in the retail sphere because people lost that hype and euphoria, right?
More industrial is what I'm thinking.
Well, industrial is never going to go away, but industrial is smart, right? You got to understand, industrial is multi-million-dollar smart money, right?
Yeah.
They're going to figure out a way to get what they need, however they need it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But they're going to deplete the market too.
Yes, over time, over the next decade, I bet we continue to operate at a deficit, and then eventually the COMEX gets squeezed. I do agree with you.
I mean, they're using 3 times more than what they're mining, so
Yeah, I'm
and
with
I
you,
don't think
Capcom.
I don't think they found a substitute unless they want to make it cheaper with copper, but then again, copper is very susceptible to weather.
Yeah. $48 is a number that it could overcorrect to, but buying below $6 in physical is hard to believe. Stacking Surfer, I don't know, man. I'm looking at the 200-day moving average. I'm looking at the charts. I just don't. I mean, I could be wrong. You know, we don't have a crystal ball, but I don't see it getting below $60 on the SLV. And I think that if it got that low, you would have massive like buying pressure to push it back up to the upside. And we're in a really good trading market right now because people can trade up and down 10-15%.
Right.
You know, if we're at the, you know, what are we at right now? 72, 70,
Yeah.
72. Yeah, we're at 72, right? I mean, we were at 80, 89 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Somewhere in there.
So that's $18. That's almost 25%. That's a massive margin for people to make a ton of money on the, you know, hedge fund, you know, market maker investment, you know, group. So I feel like this isn't that much of a stretch to think that the market makers and the hedge funds and, you know, other institutional buyers would come back in if it got down to, say, 65 and buy it right back up to 75, 80, taking profits on the way up and then let it fall back and keep buying it up. So I think it will be, you know, this is my speculation. I think it will be a hard grind if we were to ever get below 60. But I do see the 200-day moving average as being a nice floor as a support level, which is currently around like $65. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. I could be completely wrong.
And you got to hope
Time
the
will tell.
government doesn't step in somehow.
Yeah, I don't think they will. Do you like? What are you seeing that makes you think that the government will step in, Catcom?
Well, if you go back to 1933 when they forced everybody to give up their gold, although they'd have a hell of a time trying to do that now. And I now I know like India, they won't let you import any more gold. They don't want to give up their money. In other words, like if I'm in the U.S. and I'm buying British gold, they're like, oh no, you ain't gonna use the U.S. dollar to buy British gold. Well, that's where India's at. And actually, India lets the people use their gold and silver as collateral for loans and that.
Yeah, but does that affect us that much, really? You know?
No, but they're not the first ones to do it. Now I hear 2 other countries. China won't let you import gold. You know, so everybody's trying to mine their own money. In other words, you ain't going to use my dollar to buy his gold over there. They're protecting their dollars, what they're saying.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And like we have the BRICS nations, right, which is India and China and, you know, Brazil and all them. And the BRICS nations are currently, you know, very focused on deleveraging themselves from the dependency on the US dollar so that they can initiate trade amongst themselves and basically bypass sanctions, right, if they do anything wrong. So we have that situation going. But there's only so much gold and silver in the world, and the U.S. government, like you're saying, Catcom, could eventually say, "Hey, you know what? We're not gonna allow out of national security any more gold and silver to leave our country." They could say that if it was a problem, correct? So, and they haven't yet. So for me, I still feel like they're comfortable with this situation. Now, we should talk about the real problem here is the U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint has recently raised their prices on everything based on silver at like the $100 to $120 mark. When the hell is the U.S. Mint going to drop their prices back down to reasonable premiums? Can somebody answer me that?
You know what the story of the Mint is? They're making their basic coins, like the dime and that. You see what they're selling for on eBay?
I can't afford it, so no.
Oh my God, dude. I'm thinking, this is regular pocket change is what it's going to be. I mean, the $50 just went off. For 2 rolls of $50, they're getting $300.
It's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and I mean, I'll be quite honest. I had 2 congratulations sets. I doubled actually more than doubled my money. I got them and I just sold them. I wasn't going to collect them, but hey, it's there. I flipped them.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, and you're right as far as, I was signed up for the proof set, but I canceled it. I'm like, 245. I was thinking when it went over 100.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now we got a new mint director, and I'll give him credit. He does, and it's kind of screwing up collectors because we're gonna have the first day offering, and their website is terrible, and so like the congratulations sets, they were gonna, I forget what the mintage was gonna be. I want to say like 25,000. I can't remember offhand, but so they started out with their first run, and they only sold like 12,000. 2 months later, they're gonna have another one now to get rid of the rest of them. Well, as far as a collector, you can't get first strike no more when you send them into the grading company because they were already released. So, and they've done that with the dimes. Now they made more dimes, and they said, well, there was really no limit on the regular circulated dimes. Now they're coming out with the mint sets. Well, I'm buying a couple of those because those are going to have the only penny in it, other than the proof set. It's going to be the penny. Now they're saying, well, you know what? You see what everything's selling for. I'll pay $123 and I'll flip them. I have no problem with that at all. Because anybody that's a Lincoln Head penny, and then you got a better chance of getting a high grade in the mint set. So it's the secondary market that is driving the mint right now.
Yeah.
And
well,
so,
they're in trouble though because they push their prices like 3x, right? They push their prices like 3x what a reasonable person's going to be able to afford. Now that prices have dropped down to like 72 today, they're in trouble. They're gonna have really low sales this year, I think.
They're way over their sales, believe it or not.
Really?
You ever listen to that Son of Silver Stacker? He goes through that and shows what they're selling for on eBay and their pre-sales even. And I'm sitting there going, it's like the gold. Actually, that's I got to go. This year's Gold Buffalo, and it's kind of funny because the gold sets they're coming out with this year. I mean, you're talking $8,000.
Yeah, I've seen some, but so they might sell them this year, but I think within 12 months to 18 months. The price is going to fall dramatically. And the people that bought in this year are going to be underwater. I mean, it's not unheard of. I mean, I've got books where I've gone through the history of the mint and sales, and, they don't always go up,
The half the stuff that's hot right now, in a year and a half from now, you'll be lucky to get your money back. I mean, that's just been there. You look at all your Silver Eagles. Your proof eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, unless that's the first thing I always look at. What's the mintage gonna be?
Exactly. Where do you find that information?
What's that? Oh, you go right on
where
the
do you
Mint
find
Shop
that?
website.
Okay.
You look at the coin, and it'll tell you how many they're gonna make.
Okay.
And I think in 2019 was an example, one per household for that silver eagle, that reverse silver proof eagle or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I was at work. My wife got one, $79.
All right.
In 2 days, I sold it for $1,150.
Oh, nice job flipping that.
And I said, I'm not sending it off to get graded. I'll just sell it like it is. Shit, it's a win-win in my book. And now it's down to about 2,500, certified in a 70. But I didn't, there was no work involved.
Oh, good work. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
again, I'm not saying there's not profit to be made, but I do think that in the current situation that we're in, it's gonna be tough to make a profit off these things because the price is so high relative to spot price that I feel like this year, 2026, is gonna be one of those weird years where like mintage may be really high, but sales may be low.
Well, you got to remember something. This is a bicentennial year. Look at all the
Okay.
coinage was made in 1976.
All right.
So this is the same thing. It's like, we're not going to see no more Kennedy halves. We're not going to see no more Roosevelt dimes. They already said they're gone. So that'll end them two
Mhm.
series. I says the nickel. I don't know. The price of making a nickel might kill it, or they're going to make it out of something else. It costs 14 cents to make a nickel.
Mm-hmm.
So it does change.
Yeah.
But I understand the Mint's, the Mint's going to make money when they can. Hey, there's people buying them. We'll keep making them.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you, bud.
That's just how they're going to roll like that. So, I mean, I understand it. Hey, I'm going to take advantage of it if I can, and I will. And, I'll flip stuff over and go buy some silver. I don't know. I mean, when I sold that 2019, I went out and bought a $10 gold eagle and a $5 gold eagle.
Yeah.
Because I still got the 95W from that year. I got a whole box of 70 silver eagles, but they're probably, I don't know, I might leave them to the grandkids because right now they're not paying you a whole lot for silver eagles in 70s.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Is like I understand we all look at silver eagles as like that premium piece of silver that we should collect so that we can get the maximum, value when we go to sell it at the LCS or something, right? But I think the truth is in this kind of environment with very low demand, right? And there's like, I think everybody's like 90% sellers and 10% buyers, right? In this kind of environment, silver eagles on the sell side, you're not getting the premium that you deserve for the amount that you're purchasing over the spot price. It doesn't make sense to stack those right now. It makes sense to stack generic bullion for spot or less. That's it, in my opinion. Yeah. Again, I've been wrong in my life before. I'll be okay being wrong again in my life, but this is the way I see it.
I've got to the point where I don't know. I'm at that point where if I want to buy, I buy for fun. I'm not really getting serious about buying key dates no more. The last one I bought was the '89 Carson City, and I gave up some gold for that, but that was one that I was missing.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to get one. Damn it. And I did. I got a nice one, actually. Even got a CAC on it. So, I'll probably hang on to that one. But I got some other ones that I'm still going to unload. I'll probably dump all my proof sets I put together over the years. I got a 42, 56, and I got a 63 all cameo. So, they ain't worth a lot, but, what the hell. It's, I need more room in my safe anyway. So
it works out. It works out. But yeah, man. I mean, still, Silver Eagle monster boxes are the best service. Yeah, I mean, stacking Surfer though. I agree with you. If you've got if you've got super mint sealed monster box Silver Eagles, yes, okay, you're okay. But the reality is that 99% of the entire global population cannot afford a sealed monster box of Silver Eagles at 500 ounces, right? For whatever it is, $80 an ounce, right? So I get what he's saying. And like in the theoretical point, it's correct. But the reality is that most people are buying, 5 to 10 ounces at a time. And in that situation, if they're buying 5 to 10 ounces at a time of even Silver Eagles, those things probably in 10, 20 years when they go to sell are not going to be minty spot sealed containers. They're going to be partial tubes of different dates with some spotting, some milk spots, some toning. And they are going, when they go to sell, they're going to be treated as bullion. And they're only going to get, spot price plus $1 or plus a couple percent, if even that. So my only point is that if you know that's going to be the case for you in your situation, you should just go ahead and buy the generic for as cheap as price as possible today so that when the future, you're not losing any money.
Really, the only difference between the Silver Eagle and a generic is the one says $1 on it and the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
So really, that's why I encourage Serpent to sit there and just start buying generic rounds that you're willing to get rid of. You don't have to put them in a capsule, every one of them. That means you're not ready to get rid of them in my book.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Right there on Catcom, it's like anybody who puts stuff into capsules tells me right there that they think that they're worth more than bullion value. Stacking Server says,
what I have on my table is in capsules, and I'll hold on to them for a while. But I got tubes of generics. I got a tube of Morgan sitting there, a tube of Mercury Dimes, and a tube of Washington Quarters.
Yeah, so Server's talking about the IRS tax implications of reporting and selling. But I mean, I'll be honest with you, Stacking Server, you can disagree with me. Catcom, Serpents, OC Omega, you can all disagree with me. In my opinion, most precious metals buyers and sellers, they seem to be kind of skirting the IRS requirements of reporting their sales anyway.
My accountant told me that.
I'm just going to say it because it's the truth.
But my accountant told me that, and he says, there's a $10 reporting for capital gains for precious metals. I looked at him and go, move on.
Now that capital gains is only on your profit, right? So if you just only report,
capital gains is on your profit, yes, but income from sales of precious metals happens. So let's say I bet like 5 years ago I bought 10,000 worth of precious metals, and then 5 years later I sold 30,000 of precious metals. You're still going to be considered as an income. So it's not a capital gains as in like a a property or an investment, but
if you're on Medicare.
Yeah, there's a lot of Social Security.
That puts you in a different bracket. You don't get as much Social Security then.
Oh.
I didn't know that until my buddy went through it. He hit the lottery. So he won like almost $300,000 tax-free, after taxes. And then he's got to pay Social Security this year because they put him in a different bracket altogether. And I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, I owe them $8,000 for this year. Instead of getting my Social Security, I got to pay them. You just got to do it for 1 year. But he goes, I didn't see that coming.
Yep. That's interesting.
Yeah, when you're on Social Security, rules change a lot. That's why it's like, you know what? I'm not paying money on money I already paid on. That's like when I sell my stuff. Hey, I keep it under 10,000. Just make the check out half to my wife and half to me. We're good.
Yep.
Hey, you got to try harder. Buy more tickets.
Yeah. 300 fathers shit. Filmed out there, father to grass tested.
Yeah, what was that one guy? He won the lottery ticket. He won the lottery, and then he was recreating it for the news to film it. So he bought a scratcher and was doing it there, and he won again.
Well, my buddy's won twice already. He won 270 the one time, and then 300 after taxes.
One thing for grass tested, he got a $500 out of it.
Yeah, he played the numbers of their big games or whatever. I don't know. Where you got Millionaire for Life or whatever the one is. I don't know. But
Joseph is saying, I've been stressed out lately, especially with the midterms coming up. I've not been getting sleep. I'm afraid of November. Joseph, I don't know why you're afraid of November if you're taking midterms. Midterms will be done by the summer.
yeah.
But you got
November,
this, brother.
Actually.
Yeah, you got this, brother. No, midterms are done way earlier than the end of the year.
I thought midterm voting was in November.
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about. You know what? I apologize. I was thinking about. He was talking about college exams.
Oh, finals. No, like
my fault.
Yeah, I'm thinking, going, what state do you live in again?
I apologize. I'm 40 plus years old, and I was thinking about college exams for some reason. I'm sorry, Joseph. The midterms. I have bad news for you. Midterms. I think the Republicans are gonna lose a lot of seats to the Democrats because of the botched convictions on a lot of things. But anyway, that's my opinion.
What did you hear about Pam Bondi? She's got cancer.
I thought she stepped aside.
She did, but that's why she has cancer.
Oh, sure, whatever. They all have cancer all of a sudden when they're leaving the organization.
Yeah, she's actually going through chemo right now.
Should be okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't believe. I'll be honest with you, Catcom. I'm such a cynic. I don't believe anything I hear coming out of those people's mouths anymore.
Let's see. Be honest. If you all want the $1 billion lottery,
Stacking Surfer, you're a good brother. You're a good brother. I get what you're saying. Like, there's like in the hypothetical, it makes total sense. But I really think in today's market, you'd be better off buying 500 ounces of generic, random, indescript, silver rounds. But I'm with you, brother. Like, those of us who got in early, none of this even matters anymore. We made our bag. We're good to go. I mean, that's why I switched. Please, guys, interrupt me if you want to talk. I don't want to talk the whole time. But the reason I switched into buying numismatics is because I felt like there was an opportunity in the numismatic realm. There's the premiums for highly graded rare pieces have come down a lot, simply because the prices have gone up so much that they don't need a high premium to encapsulate sort of their gains. And with 90% especially being on nobody's watch list, these premiums have been coming down. I've looked at the auctions and looked at the sales, and I feel like I'm buying a lot of these at a really fair price that in the next 10, 15, 20 years, they have a lot of upside potential. So I'm buying numismatics because I believe that it's a good time to buy them. But I'm also buying generics as my core deep stack. So, Catcom was at like an auction with me. He saw what I was bidding on. I'm just buying, 1 ounce silver rounds for $70 So whatever, at the time, silver was like 75, 76 bucks. So whatever. Gold, I'm buying like cheap fractional gold within 5% of the spot price. To me is fair. I have a pretty simple formula, and I just keep accruing. And as long as I can afford to with my income and everything, I will keep accruing. And I believe in this stuff long term. I believe in the next 10, 20, 30 years that this stuff will be probably 2 to 3 times what it's currently valued at, simply because of debasement of currency, increasing the monetary supply, M2, which will ultimately increase inflation. And the bigger picture is what I'm focused on. I don't really care about, today being 72 and tomorrow being 75 and the next day being 80 and the next day being 75 and the next day being 73. I don't care about that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'm good. Like I'm picking it up when it's low and I'm holding when it's high. If I want to sell something, I will sell when it's high. If I don't, I'll just hold. But like, really, my plan is just to accrue the hell out of this stuff and relax and breathe and take care of my family and go on nice trips and take care of my dog and buy cool collector pieces because Catcom keeps pressuring me. Catcom keeps pressuring me to buy key dates, and I'm going to keep buying some cool Catcom tonight, literally tonight. I just bought the most expensive key date graded coin that I've ever bought in my life. So, you have contribution to that,
As long as it ain't on my credit card, I'm good.
It's all mine. Don't worry, brother. And I also just spent $1,800 on my dog's neutering, which sucks. But hey, that's life, right? Like life isn't positive. Life isn't negative. It's nothing. Life is just life, man. It's got ups. It's got downs. It's got hardships. It's got bountiful pleasures. Life is what we all live. And like the prices of these metals is a reflection of life. Don't get overexcited when it's high. Don't get over depressed when it's low. Stick to a plan, execute your plan. It's not that big of a deal. And I don't know how many videos I can make and live streams that I can make explaining this to people. I've got 20 plus years investing in stock markets and real estate and, other tangible collectibles and stuff. And I've seen this so many times in these so many markets, crypto, etc. I've invested in all of them. It's not that big of a deal. Just relax, take your time, slow down, assess the situation, understand your plan, don't get emotionally involved, and just buy the best thing that fits your needs. That's it. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent here, guys. I think it's probably time for me to like cut out and exit. But
hey, wait, what grade was your 21S?
The 21S I just bought was a VF25, bud.
And how much did you pay for it?
Hey, and I'm not, you know what? You're going to criticize me, and I don't need that kind of pressure tonight, okay? hey, you can talk shit in my next video, okay, Catcom? All right, you got
it. We're gonna have to have a talk with you on that one.
Hey, you know what?
That auction price is gone. Hell, did he buy again?
I will tell you this. I bought it for one of the lowest prices in the last 2 years. Based on what I'm seeing, come back.
The price guide is $1,300.
Yeah, I bought it for $1,100.
Okay, now you go to auctions.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see here.
Oh, I'm about to get criticized, my friends.
The math.
I'm getting criticized.
Time for math.
I'm just trying to buy a cool coin for my family collection.
VF30, $720.
No, get out of here. Where? Show me that coin.
I'm on PCGS. Here we go. Here's a better one though.
You
This
did not
one's
see it.
1,000. BF25 PCGS. See, when you go to the PCGS app, they got what they think their price is.
Yeah,
then
I mean,
you go to auction sales. When you go to
Yeah.
sell it, that's what they're going to look at. is
yeah.
the
Look in the
auction
last
sale.
2 years. Look in the last 2 years.
This is 25.
Okay. What's the price?
VF25, $1,000.
All right.
VF20, $1,000. That's weird.
Yeah.
VF, let's see.
2020 was a pretty big boom, right?
Oh, everybody had money then. They were giving away that free money. back
Exactly.
then.
Yep.
Ooh, I should have been buying silver and gold then. I looked up the price. It was like 22 an ounce for silver and like $1,800 gold, and that was as far as it went. I didn't understand premiums over spot. I was like, why does it cost more than the spot price? And I stopped looking into it.
If you had a couple bucks, you could have bought the MS-66 one.
Okay, hold on. Oh, a couple bucks. Catcom. What's the difference between a 25 and a 66?
188 grand.
Okay, I'm good.
All of a sudden, that 25 is looking good, ain't it?
That 1500 is looking fine to me.
For 188 grand, I would buy a ranch.
You know, if you want, and you want to invest some money, you can get it for your phone if you want, is sign up for the gray sheet.
Yeah, I need to figure. I want the blue sheet, honestly.
No, you want the gray sheet.
I thought the blue sheet was the dealer's like sight unseen prices.
It's the gray sheet's dealer to dealer.
Okay.
That will give you a more fair of what they're gonna sell or pay it.
Okay.
Unless it's an exceptional coin, and they all make a what do you want to call it, a big deal out of that CAC sticker. That could be 10 to 20% raise in price, unless you sell it to them. Then they're like, "Oh, it ain't that important."
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the gray sheet's something good. I got a guy I always call when I'm selling something. See what the gray sheet is.
Well, you're telling me I should have spent $188,000 more dollars.
No. There was something a little lower than that. That's the top pop, though.
All right, gentlemen. It has been an absolute blast talking with you guys and hanging out tonight, Serpents and Catcom and Chessie and OC Omega Stacker. I expect MFing poker chips and stickers from all of you. If y'all don't send me poker chips and stickers, I might ban you from my life.
All right.
I'll send you my channel poker. It'll be blank though.
That's fine. That's
Mine are
fine.
going out in the first week of June because then I can get more stamps and afford it. I actually like mail out quite a few envelopes. I've got a list.
Yeah, okay. Let me help you out here. I don't want any more excuses. All right? Send me your damn poker chips, boys. All right, anyway. Y'all have a great night. I love you. Appreciate you. Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
I guess it's time to get a napkin. You still with us, Serpent? There you go.
Yeah.
This ain't financial advice, but you got to be able to discern from what you're willing to get rid of and what you're not. What you're willing to get rid of is your stack. What you're not is your closet stuff, I guess, for lack of better words.
Yeah, or like a collection. Yeah. Yeah, there are some things I would get rid of, like maybe these fractional pieces, the buffaloes, my eagles. I've even debated selling the eagles to buy other generics, but I'm not too sure.
Just start a separate pile. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, especially this year has really got me thinking, okay, I need to differentiate between the two and start building like a surface stack, I guess is Cluedo calls it. You know, those rounds and coins I would
A
sell.
silly stack, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah.
Hey, if that 50-to-1 ratio comes back, hey, you're ready.
Yep.
I mean, I keep Morgans and Silver Eagles in the same tubes.
Just like me too. Got all my solar in my safe.
Well, I said I got a roll of Morgans. I got a half a roll of Morgans. I got a half a roll of Eagles. So I mean, and then I got generics still in the safe. I got 3 tubes of them, so that's what 60 ounces. If I get a 50-to-1 again, I'm doing it. I don't care. I just think gold's more stable than silver is right now, and I got a smaller window than you guys do.
Yeah.
I heard that Pang bar is worth 200,000.
Yeah. And you're talking about this one here, the paying stockpiles. 22G.
Oh yeah, Pang said he'll give you 200,000 for it.
Oh, got that one. I don't know. I'm starting to like little pores and buttons, like little rough things. Like I picked up this
Little
Medusa
button.
because I kind of going with that theme a little bit. I was gonna pick up a 5-ounce copper piece from a blue collar stacker. That's their Medusa. I got this little half-ounce button from FG. Whenever I picked up the pirate core,
Hey,
you know, the little pang bar. Now I got the shark teeth. And what else do I have? Little cores. I don't know.
Next time I want to see you filling up a tube with generic, and then I'll feel better about what you're doing, my friend.
Yeah. I've got one. Well, I guess it's 15 full of 15 buffaloes, and it's got 3 Britannias and 2 maples. But I was working on a tube of generics.
And see, you can buy fractional gold and sell it, but fractional silver, it don't move that much. My LCS won't even take fractional. He says, A, it's too hard to test, and B, he just don't have anybody that wants to buy that small. Everybody wants to buy ounces.
Oh.
I hate it because I lose them too easily.
Yeah. I would buy some halves and quarters if I could get them at spot, you know, at the same price as 1 ounce.
They're under spot. Most of your scrap stuff is under spot. I was paying $50, $55 for Morgans from my else. He used to let me go through them. Now he don't. So I'm like, yeah, I guess I ain't buying no more of them.
Yeah. I mean, at least if they were out on a trade, then you could pick through the ones that were selected and see if you wanted them that day or not.
Well, he just gives me a whole big ass bag, and we put it out, and I go through them, and I start stacking them, and when I found enough, then I'm like, okay, I'll take all these.
Man, I should well, I work when my else well, it's a jewelry store, diamond and gold, but why did my phone lock up? Something's going on. That try and get in there on my lunch break and figure out what he's got for you know, fractional gold, or even just picking up something like you say those generics I don't care about. Because whenever I was in the first time, he was showing me like APMEX lunar rounds, and he's like, I've got eagles, I've got bars. What do you want? You know, you want 10-ounce kilos? You want one? You know, and he didn't pull everything out for me. And we just kind of sat down at his desk real quick, and it was kind of in and out. But I guess that whole sales tax thing has kind of deterred me. But he did mention one. He was like, "Hey, you know, there's no, you know, I'll sell it to you for a couple dollars less than the online dealers, and there's no shipping, no tax." And I was then like, huh. And I, was thinking about it, and I was asking at the time, well, well, do you order coins as far as like, with the Perth Lunar Series and other things like maybe Scottsdale Mint and things I wanted to buy because I thought they were pretty instead of things that were smart to buy because they were low premium. And but I want to start going in there more often and check out his, even just to pick up some dimes and quarters or half dollars and 90%. And then generics as well. And then take them down to Albuquerque when the GSR drops and trade them off at, the best coin shop I can find there. And when I did that the first time, that shop, they gave me 97% of silver spot for gold at spot. So I got a pretty, I felt that was a really great deal because a lot of people say, they'll buy back lower and then there's the premium on the gold.
Yeah.
But when I sold for cash is when they hit me with that buyback way below spot.
I sat there and traded 52 ounces of silver for one gold maple. And I was all right with that.
Yeah.
So that knocked my stack down, but I'm getting back up here. And it's just like Thousandaire said. Hey, people bought when it was over 100, but a lot of people took profit out of that. That's the thing. When you're that far ahead of the game, you should take profit out of what you bought.
Yeah.
Don't think it's going to keep going up. Hey, it's at 100. Man, I only paid $60 for this shit. Why wouldn't I sell 10, 20, 30 ounces of it? I got money. I could buy gold or, just to have money. Look at that. 2 days later, you could have bought it all back and still had money.
Yeah. And like, I mostly felt like I didn't have that big base. Like I didn't have a big enough position to where I could liquidate. Like, Dub C talked about selling silver on the way out and how he had the fear of missing out on taking profits a little bit because he's like, when you see these record prices and you wonder, is it going to sustain or when will it come back again? But having the silver, and he sold like 300 ounces or something, up in those couple of months around leading up to January, and my entire stack is about 300 ounces.
Yeah.
So with my age and my plan, I'm still in that kind of like buying position, but I definitely slowed down when it hit those prices and started picking up little bits of a 90%.
Yeah, but
during
see,
that time, close to 50
you have all that silver, but you're not willing to get rid of it. That's the difference.
Yeah, and I guess some of this is going to be like that whole that spread between what I'm holding, some silver and some gold, and going forward, I want to try to avoid the high premium stuff. I have placed orders for some already, but I want in the meantime I want to pick up more generics and sovereign coins close to spot as they can get.
Next time you want to buy some high premium stuff, you text me or Dragoon, and we'll tell you if it's a good deal or not.
Yeah,
we'll be your conscience.
Yeah, the last two.
That's all either of us are trying to tell you. Everything's your deep stack the way you're looking at it, and that's not going to get you way ahead of the game. And even with all those colorized, your market to sell them is very small.
Mm-hmm.
I buy it. Really, I buy it just hey, if I sell it, then I'm going to sell it. I got no regrets. I probably got about maybe 10 pieces I would keep of the silver. Other than that, hey, it's all expendable. Urgent appeal.
Hi, Auto Appeal. I forgot to chat out.
But I've gotten to the point in life now where I'm just doing gold. Just because there's a smaller swing. It's like 5% at that. I'm tired of that 8 and 10. Silver goes down $5 and they're still charging the same amount. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah. or worse, like what you were saying, when silver dropped a little bit and your shop went from 50 to 55 on the Morgans, they raised the price on the Morgans, even though silver spot had come down a little.
I just looked at heights of mine, Mad Dog.
I mean, I ain't got no problem. I like the Morgan, and even if things got really tough out there, and people go, "Hey, well, you got a dime. You can get a loaf of bread for a dime," and I'm thinking, if things got that tough out there, that loaf of bread's going to cost you a Morgan, not a dime.
Yeah. At that point, you'd probably, be careful with how much you travel with outside of, your home or whatever. And like, okay, I'm gonna
you're
go
locked and loaded then.
and take a couple dollars face and 90% coinage and say, okay.
There won't be no shortage of toilet paper. You'll be using dollar bills for that.
Yep.
But gents, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm old and I need my beauty sleep.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it a night too. I've got work and I've got to get up for work in 7 hours. But when we were talking about the Libertads being low mintage for 2025, I ended up buying a tube of these to maybe try and flip, but I haven't had any interest in them yet. These are just a 1 ounce copper Libertad, and on the back,
I see some on eBay, but they were certified. They're slabs, and they want some big money for them.
For these?
Not the colored ones.
Yeah.
The silver.
Oh. The silver or the copper ones?
The silver.
Oh, because I
was looking on there and I'm thinking, why the hell are these so damn expensive? I'm thinking, if they just made them a year ago.
Oh yeah, like $3,000 for slab 25.
Yeah, I was like, man, I must have missed something. I mean, I don't follow them that much. The only time I bought Libertad is I think, hey, you know what? I think that looks nice. I'll buy 1 or 2, and that's it.
Yeah. What, like the first year Kutaba per year?
That's really awesome. That's a hard one to get the first year.
1990.
And it's in that original capsule too, man.
Yeah.
That
up
square
to
capsule.
2026.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, whenever they come out with only 300, that's when they came out with the copper versions, and that's what this kind of jokes about. In memoriam of missing out, and it's got the one guy like begging at the mint.
A third year Kutaba. Oh, third year Kutaba. That's way expensive.
Yeah, I'm starting to get away from the foreign gold because they pay back on that more than they do the U.S. gold. So I'm looking at the other end of the rainbow, per se, when I buy something else.
How you doing, Bapawata?
Yeah.
Good night, Blanca.
The only foreign gold I'm interested in right now, as far as like 90% are alloyed, would be the pesos. I mean, I do have maples and kangaroos, and then the Brazilian coin. But I guess
I try to find.
I know those ones won't sell as much to a coin dealer or a refiner, but private market, I know that there's some people, sell for that 4.9.
What's a 1/10? What's a 1/10 ounce cost you for that British coin or whatever one you have there? I can't tell. Kangaroo.
Oh, the gold.
Yeah.
This one. Oh. I think they cost about $30 to $50 over spot is what I've been paying. But
that's a 1/10?
Yeah. This particular
what's the total? What's the total amount? Because I know a US 1/10 is in the $500 range.
Okay, so the last two I bought would have been the maple and the snake, and I paid $530 for each of these.
Okay, so you actually paid more than the US ones.
Yeah.
And yet the US ones, they pay a premium when you turn in a 1/10 US coin.
Yeah. The maple I bought like the day that gold tanked from $55 down to $4,800, and I'm like, I want to try to lock in this low price, and then when it came back to $530, I was like, ouch. But okay, because he let me take it on payments, with like $200 down, and then pay it off the rest of the $300
Good night,
over
Papa.
30 days. But
My
the
LCS, I've got 1/10 slab coins that I bought a lot of years ago, and he told me, he says, because they're 1/10 and they're slab, he says, I'll give you $580 for them.
wow,
Now he
I
was
could've bought 'em.
1/10 US, and he was selling them for $510.
I could have bought one of these slabs for
I'm starting to get away
$400.
from the foreign stuff, just because when you go to sell it, they don't give you as much.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I'm doing it. I've done priced a lot of this stuff out when I was buying, and I'm like, you know what? I got two gold maples here, but I got one in a trade, so it was a good deal at that time. But they're both 1979s, which I think is the first year for the maples. But
79 is the first year of the gold, yeah.
yeah, so I got
And
two of them.
88 is the first year of silver.
But see, now I went and bought two Hamp bars of gold, and because there ain't no freaking premium on them.
Good deal.
On which ones?
The 1 ounce gold pants.
What? Wait, is it a generic pamp or does it have a design on the bar, like the Fortuna?
It's got a design on it.
Like those 1 ounce pamp almost always have a premium, at least in the peer-to-peer market. Like up like $150 for an ounce on gold.
I bought one the other day, and I paid no, actually a week ago, because I'm supposed to get it tomorrow. But I paid 46 for it. I bought one today, same thing, and I paid under 46 for it.
Nice. Yeah,
I bought the Buffalo today, and I think I paid $46.75 for the Buffalo. But if I went to the gold maples, they were selling just over what a par was. So I'm thinking, I don't think so.
Yeah, but given the choice between a gold maple and a pamp bar, I would probably choose the pamp bar as well.
Yeah, and pamp bars are easy to get rid of.
Oh yeah, there's a big
They
demand.
just test them, and you want cash or you want a check.
Yeah.
I bought a 1/4 ounce from SD Bullion of gold, and I'm trying to remember what I paid for that. It was 11 something. Avocado. All right, folks. I'm this old man's got to get his beauty sleep in.
Yeah, me too. I've got to get my dog up and get ready for bed. So I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I got to wake up the dog so he can go to
Good
bed.
night. Thank you for joining, Catcom.
Thank you for inviting Silver. Take care, OC.
No problem. You too.
Hey, quit bouncing all the channels all the time. Every time I turn around, I see you.
Yeah. Yep. He's everywhere.
Only
All
here
right,
for
well, you
the
guys have a good
convenience.
night. Thank you, everyone in chat who's popped in and is still here. Oh man, we have Avocado, Argent Appeal. We have Stacking Surfer, Booty Girl Stacking, Paying Stockpiles, Teresa Buchanan.
Renee,
Many people.
Argent.
I can't even.
Oh,
All
there's
scrap.
Avocado. Subline. Kalilo, what the hell? Really?
Quito, you're late.
Yeah, you need to buy a watch.
Or get a Warren cloth.
King Coins is here.
Woke up from a late nap.
Andy Lee Rain was here. Oh, snap.
Before we go, what's up?
Silver
Hey, you better be up at 6:30 for your video.
Oh, I think Kalilo's doing that on Friday, maybe?
Oh no, he's doing it tomorrow. I'm making him do it.
Okay, awesome. I'll go back
I'm gonna
and
wake
text
his,
him.
I'm
Tell
gonna
him,
wake
missed
his
you
ass
on the
up.
stream. You better be up. Catcom says you're gonna better be up tomorrow.
Don't make me
All right,
come
guys.
throw water on you.
Oh, that's the two.
Don't worry,
Okay.
Kalilo. That Metamucil works really good.
James Schultz is here. Oh, crap. Kalilo's here. Oh, did his old man nap run too long?
Yes, urgent.
Right.
Well, Kalilo needed his beauty sleep. Yeah, once we seen you come in here, Kalilo, we decided to call it quits. I think we're gonna have to put Kalilo on that Metamucil diet. All right, good night, all. I'm cutting out.
Good night.
You guys have a great one.
I was just popping in the chat, reading what everyone was saying real quick. Sorry for the silence. You have a good night.
Good night, all.
Yep. Joe. Oh yeah, Kalilo. Catcom said he's gonna make you do a Thursday morning stream tomorrow. Almost said Monday. Goodness, I'm tired. And
Put this my papa in my safe.
that says sweet dreams of silver and gold. My StreamYard is being weird. Yeah. The Morning Star and the Poucho.
Time to put all my time to put the in my safe.
Yep. Friday for sure. Awesome, Khalil. I'll be there. It's your Friday morning stream. Thanks for popping in the chat. It's good to see you tonight. Thank you everyone else for joining. We've been on for just over 3 hours and I've got work tomorrow morning, so I'm going to wrap it up and call it a night. Thank you all, and we'll catch you on the next one.